kind of show is this anyway? Different. How different?
Impactful. Cutting edge.
Let's take this form, this very American tradition of entertainment into the 21st century, the new millennium.
Okay, no. What's the name of the show?
The Wendy Williams Experience.
And now we're pleased to bring you our feature presentation.
What your ears are about to witness, the greatest queen of all time. Okay, party people in the house. Turn it up, yo. Turn it up. This is it. Allow me to reintroduce this representing
From west to east.
Just better get it right. Y'all know the name. Wendy Williams. Been in this game for a while. I hate to brag, but
Ain't nobody
it is phenomenal.
like the queen.
Right here.
Who the world is this? With so much drama.
From yo block to yo block, heard of the number one female. Been doing this for years.
Empty barbershop, beauty salon.
Who the world is this? With so much
Again and again. Wendy Williams, bringing your name up. A lot of you haters scared to death.
She at it again.
Wendy Williams.
She in it to win.
Wendy Williams.
She back and she staying.
Wendy Williams.
The ain't playing. I like to present you. The winner of the Game Chief of the Year award.
Once again.
Introducing the queen.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
How you doing?
All right. Well, a friend to the show, Ghostface, is coming back by today just to say hello. Actually, his album is in stores on March 28th, and he's still campaigning for votes. And I love that he's going to come back by. Love Ghostface. Also, E40 is coming in today. I've never met E40 before, so I'm excited about that also. Plus, we've got a lot to talk about, a lot to get through. We've got Advice Hour next hour. I wanted to talk with you all about right-hand rings. There was a great article in one of my magazines regarding right-hand rings. I wanted to talk, why? I don't have a full menu in front of me. No point in grasping in the air. You know what it is. It's the same show as it was yesterday and the day before. It is what it is, people. The phone lines are open now, 866-GET-WENDY, and welcome to the Wendy Williams Experience.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
You're a very young, Cara, 26, to be talking about artificial insemination. What's going on? It's Wendy. Hey.
I like to get an artificial insemination because...
Wait, hold on for 1 second. Hold on, let me cough. Hold on a moment. Put her on hold so I can cough. Everybody, this is that crazy broad who calls up talking about she has a baby with Michael Jordan. She's out of her mind. Go ahead. Bring her back. Who would you like to be artificially inseminated by?
The person is Michael Jordan.
Yes, I knew it. I sensed that about you. Oh, he's a good candidate for artificial insemination. Girl, let's talk about it. Now, why wouldn't you just have sex with him? You know, he and Juanita, I'm sure he wouldn't have a problem running up in you. You sound cute.
He won't leave me alone.
I'll bet.
And I won't leave him alone.
You are so lucky.
And the whole situation is so crazy because I can't say certain things, and I just want to talk to you so
I know.
And
hold on for one moment, Kara. Kara, hold on for one moment. Hold on for one moment. This is out of her mind.
We got him. This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor and distinction that I introduce to you the queen of all media, Wendy Williams.
Let's get it popping. All right. We got the Ghostface and the E40 and you all. And this was in the newspaper yesterday in a blind item. I just never talked to you about it. It says, which high-profile hip-hopper always keeps his male hairstylist on hand and not just to handle his locks. Industry types have been talking about how the two guys have been getting it on. Well, I'm not opening this up for you guys to try to guess. This is just, another day in a rapper's world, depending on the rapper. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Got to watch the best friends, not even just of a rapper, but ladies of your man. Watch the best friends. Watch the, Anyway, let's move on. I had such a good time yesterday with the Jones Brothers, and I was really impressed by Chameleon Air, and I'm glad that a lot of you enjoyed them also. Danielle Wallington wrote to the Jones Brothers, I'm 27 and I'm available. She must have liked him too. And this one right here says, oh my goodness, please tell Thomas Jones I said hello. I met him 5 years ago and a mutual friend introduced us. I've never replied to him because I was in a relationship and I can't believe he's in New York. Please tell him to call me. She left her telephone number. Her name is Karen Handley, and she says, I'm an AKA, and my sorority was trying to introduce us. Oh, my frat. I thought that was a typo. What would the AKA frat be? The Alphas? My frat was trying to introduce us. Unbelievable. Thanks, Wendy. No, but she says she's an AKA and her frat. So that must have been a member of the Alphas. Was trying to introduce us. Unbelievable. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get this in time to give to him. You'll have to stick your shovel someplace else. Ooh, thank you, Karen, for listening. Maya in Charlotte. Oh, wait, Ghostface is here and we have no chair. We have no chair, no chair, no chair, no chair. You're making me nervous. What's in your pocket?
My hands.
Mwah, hi. What's in your pocket? You got, ooh, what's that? An energy drink?
No, it's orange juice.
Oh. Hey, you know what? First of all, yeah, have a seat. There you go.
All right, 2-1-D.
It's terrific to see you.
Yes, likewise. How you doing?
There's always a few more questions that I can ask. I always forget a little something. Like, you know what? I know you were just here a few weeks ago, but I forgot to talk to you about being smoke-free.
Oh, okay.
You've been Oh, don't be nervous.
No, I'm good.
Okay. You've been smoke-free for 2 years?
Yeah, like 2.5, something like that, yeah.
Now, what are we talking about? Chief?
Yeah, all that. Yeah.
All that?
Yeah. I had to chill on that. I was taking too long to make an album.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was forgetting my lines and everything.
It stuns you and slows you down.
Yeah, it do.
Now, were you smoking, like, Newports also?
Yeah, I was hitting those, but then I fell back on that. I just fell back on everything. I'm chilling now.
Do you find that the strain these days is a little rougher than back when you first started out?
No, not for me, because I'm always one of those guys that know how to just say stop when it's time to stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was just like I knew that because I was feeling it, especially with this.
Yeah.
The other one,
Chief.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I was late to the studio. It just had me all off balance.
Yeah.
I be late going to the studio. I got studio time at 2:00. I don't get there till 10.
Yeah.
And then when I get there, I don't do nothing.
But
you know what I mean? Yeah. And just want to get out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it just wasn't really working for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what he's saying, kids? Read through this. Drugs make you dumb.
Yeah,
slow you down.
Exactly. Take a lot. Plus, I was overdoing it.
Yeah.
Because I did the math on it, and I'm like, yo, if I'm doing 5 bones a day, and that's 7 times in a week, that's 35 a week, and I multiply that by like the whole year. Yeah. It was just too much.
Yeah.
And 1,000 somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then we getting older now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So you can't be doing the things you was doing when you was like teens. And,
that's right.
And all that stuff like that.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
When did you get started? I mean, like, how old were you? Do you remember?
I was like, like 16 and stuff like that. You know, and but right, it starts taking a toll on you. You know what I mean? And people don't realize, like, if you're just doing that, like the guys in the hood, they're not really that active. Right. You know what I mean? They don't like play a lot of ball or go jogging or go work out like other people do. So it's like, you got to let out what you put in. Yes. You know what I mean? If not, that's what be causing like diseases, cancer, and all this other stuff like that.
That's right.
Start,
There's something to that. You go to the gym, you pour sweat, and you
gotta let that out.
What's your workout regimen?
I'll be so busy. I'll be trying to go every day. But since I've been running on the road and stuff like that, the hotels don't really be having that many, just like Stairmasters and treadmills and all that stuff like that. So I try to get my work in whenever I could get it in. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Now, your CD was pushed back, Fish Scale.
Right.
It was originally supposed to come out in February, but now it's going to be March 28th. Ghostface is here, everybody.
March 28th, exactly.
So what was the pushback?
Because they wanted to promote it more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I did the joint with Neo. They wanted yo, I don't think it's L.A. Reid. You know, he a master at what he do.
Right.
He that type of music. So he's like, I don't think it's that time yet. Let's go ahead and add another month to it.
Yes.
And promote it more. And then, you know, try to get it. While we doing that, we try to look for another single after that. You know, just, you know, the regular industry thing.
Industry stuff.
Yeah.
Now, you have an incredibly busy March. When you left the last time you were here a few weeks ago, I happened to have gotten a copy of your touring schedule. Between touring with the Wu-Tang Clan and touring for yourself, we're lucky to get you here today and get you in Puerto Rico at the end of the month.
Right.
You are literally going to be touring the whole time.
This is like, I only got like, out of all of from now to like the end of May, it's only like 2 days off for me, like just singing. You know, doing, you know, and it's like I never had this type of, because I always get like, yo, let me get 2 days off a week or something.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So my voice would be right. But this right here, it's a go in. It's like I'm going in.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's a challenge for me right now.
Shout out to the Going Brothers.
No,
I guess that's where they got. I guess that's where they got that name. Go in. It just occurred to me.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Going in.
That.
And it probably, you know, with your new focus now that you put some of the slowdown, the chief aside, you probably don't even care about having those days off because your voice is also getting a sort of a vocal rest too.
Right. Exactly. That helps a lot, because if I was still doing that, and I had to face the schedule, it was gonna be monster for me. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, my voice, I wouldn't know how long my voice would make it, but since I've left that alone and the cigarettes and all, it's like I'm good though. I'm good.
It's a real turn on that phrase, by the way, monster, as in Monster Don.
Right.
It's a real, you know, I'm listening to the song, I'm like, wow.
No doubt.
Hey, listen, you got me from your solo album, but one of my all-time favorite Ghostface songs is Camé, because you know, I'm not 18. I wasn't when you made that song.
Right.
But you recognize the sexy regardless.
Exactly.
Women of a certain age. He's got this song called Camé. We're going to try to download it, and because I don't think we have it here at the radio station, I want to play that song a little bit later on.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, it's real nice. Thank you again for that song.
No,
I just absolutely love it. So now you, in working on this CD that's going to be released March 28th, Fish Scale, you worked with Jay Dilla. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, yes.
What was that experience like working with him?
Basically, you know, I had his music. I never really got to shake his hand or nothing.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because, you know, I was looking for music.
Yeah.
And some people at Def Jam came and gave me the CD.
Yeah.
And I went through, because I go through a bunch of CDs, but when I came across the tracks that he had made, it was right up my alley.
Yeah.
And one of the tracks that's on it that's going to be like a nice record on the CD I think everybody will love is this song called Strap. You know, and it's based on like how little kids don't get beat nowadays.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, little kids curse you out and do this and that and the turbo. I remember when I was coming up, if I did something wrong, my mother's friends or the neighbors would spank me. They'd bring me back home to my mother and I'd get double beaten.
Right.
You know what I mean? But these kids nowadays is crazy. So it was based on a record called Strap.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like, it's so nice. A lot of people love that record, and it's like I just wish he was here to finish that.
Yeah,
I mean to hear that. You know?
Outside of Scarface, what are some of your Gangsta Hour movies that you love to watch? The Gangsta Hour to me is like between 2 and 6 a.m. Like the ill hours where you just turn on the TV and you catch it. Like I love Fresh.
Right. Or like Fresh?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like a lot of old black movies that come on around that time sometime. You know what I mean? It could be Coffee. It could be, you know, it could be Dead Presidents. But I like a lot of
that came on the other night, about a week ago.
Yeah,
I was
Menace
right there.
and all of that.
Yeah.
You know, those be coming on. But I like those back then. I like a lot of old black movies.
Now, a couple more questions before we go, because I know we only have about 2 minutes. Just give me a break. This is a legend. Affiliates. How was the Wu tour? It already started and finished?
Yeah, we just did like around 11 days together.
Okay.
11 dates, 2 weeks. Yeah, we mashed that out. We finished that. It went well.
Good.
It went well, really well.
Good. Raekwon was here, as a matter of fact, shortly after you left. I enjoyed talking with him also. How was everybody's personality on the tour?
It was good. It was good, despite, you know, we haven't really seen each other like that, though. But it was good. It was like no arguments, you know what I mean? But at the beginning of the tour, you know, brothers had to, you know, like put that energy on stage, you know, until Mev shut everybody down and was like, told the crowd, we can't be looking like this on stage. After that, it was a wrap. Everybody fell right in place, and it was on.
Now, what concerns did Meth have?
Nah, because I think that certain brothers wasn't moving around as much on stage. Some brothers, played it back. Some brothers played it back. No, UG was doing this thing.
Okay, well,
That's
hey,
my
you
homie.
God.
Shout out to UG, you know what I mean? But it was certain brothers that, it wasn't putting that energy into it. So when the crowd see that, they don't really put the energy, to give it up for you.
That's right, that's
you
right.
You know what I mean? So, you got to act like that's your house when this is my stage.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So Meth had addressed it like, hold on, stop the show, told the people like, this is not how we do it. Y'all got to embark on, not really me because I played my part.
Right.
But like, yo, y'all got to start moving around. After that, days after that, it was a wrap.
Let's
we just
name
started doing
names.
everything. No.
Okay, all right.
No.
Everybody, I tried.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, one of my bosses, and I won't mention which one, that's his favorite saying to me. He said, name names.
Name names.
I love that. Because I'll name. You asking me what?
Yeah, that's spot. That's put on the spot.
And I'm, all you
I
need
know
to-
that.
Name names.
I know that.
So, how do you feel about the Busta Rhymes situation?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Okay, let me catch you up to date before
All
you
right,
start.
yeah.
He went out to L.A. last weekend and he shot completed the video for Touch It.
Right.
And supposedly the NYPD wants to subpoena him to make him talk. So they say now that he's laying low in L.A., but he's got to come back because, down the dial, they're having their big show at Nassau Coliseum and he's on that bill. So the cops might be meeting him at the backstage. I don't know. Israel was his security guard and as, a prominent person, you need somebody to watch over you and hold your jewelry and whatnot also. How do you feel about the no snitch in this particular situation? It's tough to say.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like it's a messed up position that he's in. It's kind of awkward because it's like, they got you.
Yeah.
I heard they got the tape and all that stuff like that. And Little Kim was just in something like that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, what you gonna do? You could try to keep it real for your family. You could try to keep it real for the brothers on the street, but then you got babies at home. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I really can't speak. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wish him the best of luck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's crazy.
If you were in that situation, would you make the video for the song, or would you pick a second single and kind of keep it moving?
The song that they were shooting,
Yeah, Touch
all that
It.
stuff happened.
Which is the monster song,
Right.
to use your word.
I don't. The reason why I really can't, because I would have to be in that position.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Sometimes we can say what we see from the outside, but
True.
when you in it, it's like you in it.
True indeed. Go on. All right, two last things.
Yes.
Please make sure that I get a Ghostface doll when it comes out.
I will.
Please.
I will. No, I promise you, I will.
I'm going to put it next
will.
to my Master P doll. I got a
Right.
RuPaul doll. I got an
yeah?
autographed Jay-Z sneaker. We got a little case at
Yeah.
home. I put the footballs from the different players that
Right.
come. That
doubt.
I got like a pop culture.
Okay, no, I
cabinet.
got you. I'm gonna add on to that collection.
And,
so indeed.
the other thing, at one point you were making robes.
Right.
I don't know what happened to the robes.
Right.
Can I get a robe?
You need a robe?
I do.
I'd have been got you a robe.
I wish you wrote it today.
What's your favorite color?
Pink? You make them
Like
in pink?
I can get the pink.
Sure.
And whatever color we need, I can get them.
Sure.
Yeah, all right, I'll get you. I just gotta have your measurements. That's all.
Large.
Yeah, no, I can definitely.
And so, in conclusion, everybody,
Yeah.
Ghostface is going to be joining us in Puerto Rico.
That's right.
Keisha Cole. Don't forget, we're going to be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Ghost is going to be our guest for our Saturday party on Palomino Island. We're staying at the 5-star luxurious resort and what's it? El Conquistador. I was going to call it El Camino. Remember them?
Right.
Yeah. I am a Came girl. El Conquistador. It's going to be wonderful. Chameleon Air was by yesterday.
Yeah, I seen him the other night.
He's going to come through Puerto Rico.
Oh, okay, that's good.
The Jones brothers, the NFL, they're coming through. Keisha Cole. It's going to be a monster trip.
No doubt.
With the Monster Don.
Monster Don, that's right.
Much love.
We're going to do that.
Much love.
We're
Okay.
doing big.
What's your first stop on your tour? And then we have to close out.
I think the first stop is Pittsburgh.
Well, I can tell you if I just look through my
you know what I mean?
dates.
But I know it's too much.
Millvale, Pennsylvania, March 3rd.
No.
Well, right.
That's supposed to be the 5th.
All right. March 5th?
Yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Look, you all
know,
check Ghostface out on the road. And don't forget to pick up the new CD. It's going to be delivered to you on March 28th. It's called Fish Scale.
Fish Scale. That's what it is.
You're the dude.
That's right, baby.
You're the dude. Thank you so much for coming back. And I'll see you in Puerto Rico.
No doubt. No doubt.
We're going to have some fun.
Peace.
You all, we're going to take a break. We'll be back.
Jeans. Let me get that rock on your finger.
bouncing around with him up in these streets.
Yo, this is Ghostface, True and Dean. Y'all listening to my boo, Wendy, the big mouth of the South. She back, attacking anything. No competition, you heard?
Tobacco companies make a product that kills about 440,000 Americans a year. That's more than illegal narcotics, AIDS, suicide, gun violence, fires, automobile accidents, hurricanes, earthquakes, knife fights, judo chops, axe murderers, chainsaw murderers, or any other kind of murder, shark attacks, bear attacks, and Bigfoot. So, just to recap, tobacco companies are allowed to make and sell a product that kills more Americans each year than all those things combined.
You found truth on your FM dial.
Ambassador Andrew Young has teamed with Operation Hope founder John Bryant to help eradicate poverty through financial literacy education. Mr. Bryant, what's the goal?
To empower 5 million youth in 5 years in financial literacy.
Ambassador Young, what does it take to achieve this goal?
It takes an army of volunteers, business leaders, educators, the entire community. We need the community's help.
To volunteer or donate, please call 877-592-HOPE. That's 877-592-HOPE. Or visit us online at operationhope.org.
How would you like to get paid $1,000 simply for losing ugly fat? DJ Diet here at K-Slim Radio. I've been authorized to pay my listeners $1,000 each as part of a real-life weight loss study now underway coast to coast. How many more attempts at losing weight are you going to endure before you understand the fact that all diets are impossible to stick to? That's why this study is testing a very unusual dieting concept. Diet only 15 days of the month. This unique diet concept, called One Day Diet, allows you to go off the diet 15 days out of 30. All participants who get paid $1,000 will be documented proof that revolutionary one-day diet outperforms every other diet when used by real people in real life. Go to www.dietstudy.com to enroll. One Day Diet is for those who have fallen into dieters' despair and are looking for a real solution. To join the largest ever real-life weight loss study and get paid $1,000, simply go to dietstudy.com. That's dietstudy.com.
Time for Mom's Most Shocking Secrets Revealed. Today, Campbell's classic tuna noodle casserole. An exhaustive investigation turns up fascinating details on making this meal. Mix Campbell's cream of mushroom soup with tuna and noodles. Then pop in the oven. Incredible but true. It's shockingly easy to make a meal everyone loves. Get this tuna noodle recipe at campbellskitchen.com. Mom's hidden truths exposed.
Campbell's. Come home to a home-cooked meal.
107.5 WBLS presents the WBLS Diet Pepsi Getaway and Play Trip a Day.
Get aboard JetBlue Airways. Sincerely, JetBlue.
March 30th through April 2nd at the luxurious 5-star El Conquistador Resort. I'll tell you what. When you see somebody on TV and stuff enough, then you get confused and think that you've actually seen them in person, or is that just me? Ghostface wasn't here a few weeks ago, you all. And I was just reminded of that when the interview was over. But I saw him on Fade to Black concert during the Gangsta Hour on TV. That was about 2 weeks ago. And then I saw him with the making of the video for the song with Neo. And that was about 4 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. Then I talk about him a lot on the show, or at least I was, because he had that Ghostface doll coming out, and then he's been added to the Puerto Rico trip. So for somebody that I haven't seen, I've actually been talking about him, and he's been, on TV enough. I thought I just had a conversation with him. You know what I love about Ghostface? And I was reminding him of this. He'll always, hold a special place for me, because when I first came back to New York and first landed at WBLS, he was the first artist to step up, come up, and congratulate and welcome back. And for that, he'll always be special. Plus that Camé song. I love that Camé song. I could listen to that all day. So I've got, by the way, this hour of the show is sponsored by Medea Goes to Jail. And now I have his tour dates. Yeah, he's right. He's going to be in Pittsburgh on March 5th. When's he coming to New York? Look at all these tour cities. This is incredible. Where's New York? New Haven, Connecticut, April 20th, Toad's Place. We've got the whole show to get through. I'll get to this. I'll get to this for you all. I can't see right now. I can't see. There's a lot of dates. The man is busy. Anyway, all right, let me just take care of some station business. Look at Steve Harvey. He's doing Steve Harvey's family film. It's called Don't Trip, He Ain't Done With Me Yet. and it's in theaters on March 17th. I love working with Steve because Steve keeps his hustles going on a large scale. He's got and it says here family film. That means you can take the kids. I hear that. Does Steve curse? I'm talking about outside of the halls of the radio station where he curses a mean streak. Does he curse when he does his stand-up? No, he doesn't, because he came to the Laugh Factory. I had some drinks at the point that he got on stage. I don't remember him cursing there either. Well, anyway. Hey, Steve. All right, so he's got his family fun film. Don't forget, this is going to be in theaters on March 17th. It's called Don't Trip. He Ain't Done With Me Yet. Is that talking about God? In the he. He ain't done with me yet. All right, well, anyway, find out for yourself. March 17th, it's in theaters. And don't forget to wake up bright and early with my man, my partner, Steve Harvey. Steve's going to be swinging those clubs in Puerto Rico with us. So I saw this. First of all, thank you very much to Madeline for letting me know that Wild and Out, the Nick Cannon show, came on this weekend with the parody featuring me as a drag queen. I've never seen it. I need to see that. It's the episode with Amarion on it. I need to see that. So yesterday during the during the bonus hour. Yeah. Gangsta Hour is not sales department friendly, so we changed the name to the bonus hour. During the bonus hour, I had mentioned what was in the newspaper yesterday, the New York Post, pertaining to that G-spot enhancer, where you can get some collagen put in your G-spot and really just make your O fabulous. It's an $1,800 procedure. It's a shot of collagen. It temporarily enlarges the area, making it easier for it to be located. It just sounds all too much. And I left, and I didn't take phone calls on it to find out whether this is something that you all would consider. Here's a quote from one of the people who was familiar with it. I get women 21, 22 years old coming in and asking, and I ask them why they want it, and they say, Doctor, I just want a freak. Wow. Women just want the best sexual experience possible. And so doctors are seeing this as being huge. Wow. So let's go to the telephone. We have...
This says Dr. Hilda's coming tomorrow.
Oh, Dr. Hilda's coming tomorrow, so we can talk to her about this. All right, then I'll save the article. Perfect. Thanks, Elisa. Oh, line number... Hello? Oh, line number 1 is Pierre, who's 29. Hi, Pierre. Pierre?
Donnell.
Oh, hi, Donnell.
Hey, what's up, Wendy?
It's Wendy. How are you?
I'm chilling.
It's nice to have you here.
How you been?
Good.
Yeah?
So I see... Oh, wait, this is Darnell Manuel from Ocean Township.
Yeah.
It just popped up in my computer. Wow, Darnell is one of the few black people who was also in Ocean Township. Darnell Manuel. That's me and my brother's song for you. Darnell Manuel. Darnell Manuel. So what's going on, Darnell? Where are you working? What are you doing?
I started my own business, trucking company.
You had that. We ran into you years ago, and I think you told me about that, or you had some other business.
Well, I was doing my acting thing for a minute, but I've been on hiatus, so...
Yeah.
I'm going to get back with that again. I'm supposed to be doing some stuff this summer.
A trucking company, that's big. Are you still in Ocean Township?
No, I'm in Neptune.
Okay, right next door?
Yeah, pretty much.
And so the company's based out of there. So what's the company called?
D&B Express and Logistics.
I see. And so what do you move?
Anything from cargo. We move offices. We move houses. We do it all. We just try to make it happen and give people the best deal that they can get.
Good for you. Yeah, you married?
No.
You got kids?
I got a daughter that's 14, going to be 15 next month.
Get out. Wow.
It's huge.
Wow. I'm going to tell my brother I talked to you. Wow.
Oh, I had Tommy and Nina came down this summer.
Oh, okay.
At Trudy's house.
All right. So they're familiar friends still?
Oh, man, Tommy was together like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, please. Who knew? All right.
I'm not going to go into everything, but...
Yeah, I can imagine.
No, but it was... We had a good time. We chilled out.
Wow. Well, Darnell, I got to roll out of the break.
No doubt, but I just wanted to call and shout out to you.
All right.
But I do got a little secret love, though.
Well, who is that?
I can't tell you that. I'm just shouting out right now.
Go ahead.
You know, I'm shouting out to my little secret love out there. What's up, baby? You know what's going on. It's Wendy, man. How you doing? Hey, watch that.
Bye, Darnell.
Hey, hardly like that. I heard that.
We understand. You know we make jokes here.
All right, Wendy.
See you, Darnell.
Hey.
You doing? I'm just playing. All right, we need to continue. Wow, that's nice. Old Darnell from Ocean Township. That's good. He's doing well. All right, we need to continue with the break, and we'll be back to gossip. And thank you again, Ghostface, for coming through. March 28th, fish scale is in the stores. And, hey, it is what it is. It's Wendy until 7 on BLS.
WBLS. Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Everybody, this is that crazy broad who calls up talking about she has a baby with Michael Jordan. But she's out of her mind. Go ahead. Bring her back. Hi, sorry about that, Cara. I was having a fit of cough.
Oh, okay.
So how long have you and Michael been together?
Ever since I went in the hospital.
Now, what happened at the hospital?
Oh, I just had a nervous breakdown, and
was he there to support you?
He was there to uplift me, but let's say he was there with me all the time.
Yes, I'll bet. You know what? He seems like a lovely man, very supportive. So then,
what? In a way, he isn't, because he's lying to America. He's lying to you guys.
All right, can I ask you, what is Michael Jordan lying about?
He's lying about knowing that he cares for me, and he's lying to America, basically. He's lying to Juanita. He's lying to the little Marcus. He's lying to... They're older now, but he's lying to them, and it's not a game.
Got him. This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Yeah. You know, tomorrow it would be the 110th birthday of Dr. Seuss. And for those of you with children in kindergarten, first grade, I'm sure that the teachers of your kids have either requested that you send something Seuss-like to school, like a book, or already made the announcement that tomorrow they're going to be doing everything Dr. Seuss. I know at my son's school they have to bring a book in, and they'll be celebrating Dr. Seuss all day. So he's bringing in Hop On Pop. Yeah. Seuss is a great way of starting to read. Happy birthday, Dr. Seuss. Lindsay Lohan is back to being thin again. Everybody in her camp is wondering, well, how? At one point she was very, very thin, and then she gained, a few pounds, and she started to look really good. She got her boobs back, but now she's back to being skin and bones. So, it's the big scare. And you know what? Jennifer, this is a really good replacement for Star Jones. I mean, I hope they don't replace her, but if they did, Gail. Oprah's Gail. Why not? I mean, she wasn't interesting enough when she had her own talk show, but maybe if they bury her between other women with conversation and stuff like that, perhaps. She's not going to be that revealing, though. See, we want a talker, because you say what you want about Star Jones. Star's a talker. Star shares what she wants us to know, sometimes to a fault, She's a good talker. I hope Star, whatever they're going through, behind the scenes at The View, I hope they get everything ironed out and they keep Star. If not, Gail is a pretty good contender. I like Rolanda better, Rolanda Watts. And I don't know that much about Al Roker's wife outside, Deborah Roberts, outside of, her being a newswoman. I don't know that she'll reveal. I don't know. I mean, we got to have a talker in that seat. Alyssa Milano. Well, she's in love, and he's not in sports. So I give this until the end of the week, and it'll be over. All of her life, she's loved the sports players. Hockey. Remember when she was with Wayne McBean? Excuse me. Was that Barry? No, that was Barry. Wayne McBean is the new guy. No, the new guy in her life. His name is Jason Thompson, and he's a soap star. McBean did play hockey. And that was back when she was like really young. I mean, she was barely out of Who's the Boss, and she was dating this dude. I remember he was a bit older than her. And then he played hockey. Then she was with that baseball player, Barry Zito. And she's always like, and in between, I've always, heard whispers of her with athletes, like real deal athletes. So now she's with this guy, from the soaps. He plays a neurosurgeon, Dr. Patrick Drake on General Hospital. That is her new boyfriend. That's not going to work. She likes her man athletic. Alyssa Milano does. Gee, I wonder if she's going to swoop down on Nick Lachey now that he's about to be single. Well, he's not an athlete either. Shout out to everybody in Memphis, especially Yashika Hill. I just got your email. Thank you, Yashika. We'll be there the weekend of the 10th and 11th and 12th of March. So we're coming, and just, be prepared. Hurricane Wendy's blowing through. I'll let you all know where I'm going to be at. So hopefully you'll be able to come out and see us. Hey, listen, according to this organization, Contact Music, Bobby Christina has formed an all-girl group called Sistars. 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 It's catchy, huh? I don't have any more information about the group, who's in it and whatnot. Maybe her sister LaPrincia. I mean, that would be hot. Why not? Bobby and Whitney's baby girl. Bobby Chris. Sistars. I like that. I mean, I like the concept of her continuing the legacy. Can she sing? Have we ever heard her sing on Being Bobby Brown? I don't think that I ever have. Oh, you know what? And the man who called yesterday during Advice Hour, who was worried about being AWOL from the armed services, and his wife is pregnant. I got a lot of information from you or about your situation. And basically what most people were saying is if you go to your local recruitment center and you have a good excuse, and your excuse is good, which is that, your wife is pregnant, you wanted to be with her, and blah, blah, blah. You're not going to be, crucified. So I hope you're listening there in Shreveport, Louisiana, because I remember that's where you called from. I don't have my computer screen just went down, but if you can just press whoever's on hold. Hey, Hollywood, I saw you take a few bites of a cookie and then you threw the rest away. What is that, your Puerto Rico diet?
Nah.
Is that your Puerto Rico diet?
No, I threw the empty wrap out.
Oh, okay. Because
I don't need to be on no diet.
Well, loose joints, I was going to say, but I understand that. I call that the suddenly diet. That's when you're eating something and it tastes delicious, and while you're still chewing, you suddenly just throw it in the garbage can. Just get rid of it. Thank God all those days are over. I'm on LA weight loss. I don't have to do any more of that craziness. Hello. Hi, it's Wendy.
Hey, what's up, Wendy?
Hey, I don't have your name in front of me. My computer, I dropped my nail polish on it, and so now the screen's down.
This is Pierre.
Oh, hey, Pierre.
What's going on?
How you doing?
Hanging in there.
Good.
I love you, Wendy.
Thank you, Pierre. Hey.
Look, that's my girlfriend. That's why I was calling. She's cut right to it. She's bisexual, and we do a lot of things. But right now, we're running across a problem.
Okay.
The problem is, hello?
Yes, go, Pierre.
Yeah, the problem is that she is attracted to women that are more on the boyish type that wouldn't really, enjoy maybe a so.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, a bull dagger.
A bull dagger.
That's what my mom calls them, and she's very old. A bull dagger. But you know what? So you're more attracted to the lipstick lesbian, is what they call. Yeah.
Definitely.
So your girlfriend apparently doesn't have a problem. She's with a nice guy who allows her to let her be her. So what's the problem? I'm asking you. I mean, I could see the problem all day long.
Well, I guess the problem is, we was really trying to see if there's any counselors out there or whatever that we could go, sit down and talk about what we have going on, because it's so, different.
That is different. Well, you got the yellow pages. You can go to a counselor. Go to therapist. Look for a therapist, a relationship therapist. And you might have to do a little bit of hunting before you find somebody who gels with you all's personalities. Basically, all you need is a person to just listen to you all as you sound off. Now, whether you prefer that person to be a male or female, a lesbian themselves, perhaps.
Yeah.
You prefer a lesbian?
Probably so.
Okay, well, your girlfriend, being that she's a part of the community, maybe she can ask around and find out. At the very least, I bet you if she asked her GYN, who I'm sure she loves and trusts, or any of her general doctors, one of her doctors can recommend a therapist. Now, as to whether or not the therapist is lesbian, that's a whole other thing. How long have you been with her, Pierre?
We've been together for 3 years now.
Wow, you're a very understanding man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? She's understanding too, Wendy.
Oh, I'm sure, Pierre, your dog. I'm sure. Now, because you allow her to have lovers, does that mean that you're allowed to cheat as well?
Yeah, pretty much, but it's not really a cheat thing, if you understand.
Yeah, no, well, it's starting to look like it might be a cheat thing if she keeps bringing those big old tanks in your room. I mean, you know what I mean? Big old tanks with tool belts on.
Yeah, well, nah, keep it real. Like, we trying to do an open situation right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you know, a therapist would probably help you guys along. I wish you well with your situation. You might have to hunt for, it's not surprising if you have to, look for 3 or 6 of them before you find one that you really like.
Yeah.
And then once you really find one, that's the beginning of the open dialogue. Thanks for calling, Pierre, and tell your girlfriend I said, how you doing? Bye-bye. Yeah. Well, we got more of that coming up next hour, everybody. It's Advice Hour. Oh, sure. You can email me, Wendy at thewendywilliamsexperience.com. You can also call 866-GET-WENDY, or you can fax 866-WendyFax. I'm here.
It's Wendy, man.
I have a girl, right, for 10 years. Like, half of it, I've been in jail like 5 years. I come home recently, right, and I come to find out now she's dealing with women. I don't have no problem with that, you know what I mean?
As long as you can be in on it.
Yeah.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Whitney Houston at the 2006 Winter Olympics.
Hold up, yo, run that back.
This is it right here.
Miss a day, miss a whole lot.
Coming through your speakers, boy.
It's Wendy, man. Everybody needs some.
Should I leave? Like, is that selfish to my son?
Come get some.
Let me tell you, Wendy, it's really a trouble with a dude.
Advice out.
I'm having a problem with my fiance and his family.
I was in a relationship with this girl for like 18 months. She told me the relationship meant nothing.
Always drama.
Call Wendy right now. 1-866-GET-WENDY. Fax Wendy at 866-WendyFax.
Wendy, can you give me advice on plastic surgery?
Mm-hmm. Welcome to Advice Hour, everybody. You're here on the Wendy Williams Experience. It's very, very short today, actually, for my medical minute. I got some stats from a particular website. And I love stats, 80% this, 20% that. That's why I love the people poll question so much. And I'll be delivering the goods on that in our next break. But here are 3 stats. Ladies, this is for us. 84% of us dress down on the weekends. Just interesting to know. And 83% of us love vegetables any way we can get them. I'm surprised at that. I mean, I love them now because I know what they do for me, but 83% of us absolutely love them any which way we can get them. Raw, cooked, however. And guess what? Oh, this is the medical minute, by the way. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, as soon as we switched to the vegetable part, that was supposed to become part of the medicine. So eat your vegetables, ladies, because as far as fighting cancer, nothing like pureed roasted squash with nutmeg and maple syrup. That's one of my favorites. Nothing like red peppers in your salad. Nothing like an order of vegetables as a side dish. They're even more healthy, of course, if you can eat a meal, nothing but vegetables. But vegetables are huge fighters of cancer. So ladies, please eat your vegetables and keep that going, because this is also a part of medicine. 70% of you ladies have considered plastic surgery. I find that very high. I mean, I find that very high because so many people talk about, grow old gracefully and stuff like that. I mean, I'm in the plastic surgery club, but I am surprised that 70%, according to this survey, 70% of ladies consider plastic surgery as an option. It might not be today, it might not be, next year, but you consider it. All right, and that's Wendy's Medical Minute. Thank you very much. And now, I don't have anything on my computer, but I can continue on because I did want to talk with you this hour, during Advice Hour, about right-hand rings. A lot of ladies want to adorn their right hand, and there are some people who don't know what to do. Excuse me. And I was reading this month's Life and Style magazine, and that's where I got the idea to talk about right-hand rings. I love right-hand rings. Anytime you see me, other than when I'm at Bally's working out, hold on, I always have on a big right-hand ring. Big because I'm a big woman, so everything has to be in proportion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I wasn't as big as I am, in bone size as well as height, things wouldn't have to be so big. But I love a right-hand ring because you know how they say in the commercial, the left hand is we, the right hand is me. Ladies of independence, raise your right hand, like that. So, the right hand is the sisters be doing it for ourselves hand, right? Mariah's signature right-hand ring is her butterfly. I have a few right-hand rings, but my favorite one, my signature one, is a flower, and it's a blossoming bouquet, and it's capped off by yellow in the middle. In Life and Style, they're talking about right-hand rings. Right-hand rings have been big probably for the past 2 years. They're also known as cocktail rings. It says in Life and Style that the star of the cocktail ring is the center stone. It's usually held in place by prongs or laid in a bezel setting. They say check the price. The gems and the metal, of course, are the two main factors in determining the cost of your cocktail ring, otherwise known as your right-hand ring. I just love that. Right-hand ring. Cocktail ring. Cocktail. Generally speaking, the gems are faceted and I don't know what a kabuka con is, but that's what they say. They're faceted in a kabuka con. Anyway, they say natural gems are more valuable than the ones that have been color treated. Semi-precious stones are frequently treated to enhance the color. It's an accepted practice in jewelry. And gold rings are significantly more pricier, of course, than silver rings. And not surprisingly, diamonds will cost you substantially more than other rings. Might I recommend, if you're interested in getting a cocktail ring, I love the affordability and the look of a beautiful purple amethyst ring. I love how many different colors sapphires come in. You can get a blue sapphire, a pink sapphire, a brown sapphire. I've got a beautiful cognac sapphire ring, a cocktail ring that I absolutely love. And they're affordable. I mean, they're not going to absolutely break the bank. The most popular and affordable semi-precious stones for cocktail rings are blue topaz, amethyst, which is purple, and any type of quartz, particularly smoky, rose, and lemon. Clear quartz is the least expensive. So ladies of the universe, raise your right hands because sisters be doing it for ourselves. And the right hand says it. Thank you. And by the way, pick up this month's Life and Style, In Style magazine, which I very rarely pick up In Style magazine. I just find it very boring, a lot of the same stuff. But they have, as a matter of fact, if you go to the newsstand, just rip out page 550, 532 and 531. Just rip them out and just leave it right there on the newsstand. It's going to tell you all about the right-hand rings. Look, this one's $900. This one's $2,600. Well, that's pricey. This one is $395. Wow, what a piece. To me, a right-hand ring is supposed to be big. It's just big, 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 big. If you're married, it's not insulting for your right-hand ring to be bigger because it's a cocktail ring. It's, and you don't wear it with a whole bunch of rings on every finger like we did when we were in trunk jewelry. You wear one ring and it should be, big. Even if you're little, it should be big. It's your cocktail ring. Your husband won't be insulted if you're married. It's big. All right, let's go to the telephone. because it's still advice hour. And line number 6, Beverly is 25, and she's a professional, and she wants to know ideas on how to meet single professional guys. Gee, Bev, I wish I knew. Bev?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, what do you do? What is your profession?
Well, Wendy, I would rather not say because there's not too many women who do what I do, and I don't want to, be recognized like that.
Okay. Well, the reason that I was asking is because if you have professional conventions, and being that there are not a lot of women who do what you do, it would seem to me that you'd be, in a lot of cases, the only woman in the room a lot of the time.
Well, yeah, I am, but that's not the case. There are always guys that I work with and things like that, so I can't get too attached to them.
Yeah.
Because we work with each other.
Yeah, but at the professional conventions, never go out looking cute. I mean, even with a sponge roller in your bangs,
right?
You got on a little bit of lip gloss and
Well, that's not the case, Wendy. I'm trying to meet older professional guys, not these. I'm 25. I don't want to meet anyone that's, anywhere under, I would say, 35.
Right. Oh, I got you. Well, I mean, I wish I had an answer for you. I don't. Did you pledge sorority when you were in college?
No, I didn't. What do you think about the internet is what I really wanted to, because I don't. I
like the idea of dating on the internet. I have a very good friend who met a real jerk on the internet a couple of weeks ago and followed up with meeting a nice guy, but didn't turn out to be the one. If I was single right now, I would be open to the internet.
Okay, and how about any sites? Would you recommend any sites? I don't know where to begin.
Oh, my gosh. Well, listeners, this is where I need your help. All those single, you can start with Black Planet.
Oh, well, no.
You could try. All right, you could try Match.com. Oh, wait, what's wrong with Black Planet?
Well, that's more for younger people and not really what I'm looking for.
Lava Life, you said, Whitley? Ew, that sounds nasty. But you can try Lava Life. Here's what you do.
Okay.
You live in New Jersey. You need to buy some sort of newspaper, whether it be Time Out New York or something like that. You need to buy some sort of newspaper and find out what these sites are. Listen to the show, though, because I'm sure a lot of our single friends who actually go on websites, or go on the internet to meet people and, like that. And as far as where to go, like functions, I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
I mean, it wasn't that easy for me to meet, my husband. And if I knew where to go to meet the men, then I'd share it with you, but I don't know what to tell you, except don't ever leave the house looking presentable.
Oh, okay, Wendy.
Looking less than presentable, rather.
All right, one more thing. I love the show, and I wanted to make a comment about the guy who called earlier. He said that, him and his girlfriend, they're into like group sex and things like that. He said, but she likes the more butch kind, and he likes the soft and pink type of women. Well, I had a suggestion for them. There are feminine, aggressive females out here who dress, they dress the soft and pink type, but in the bed they're very, very aggressive. And maybe his girlfriend would like that.
Yeah, you got to kiss a lot of cat trap before you, I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's interesting.
But if they're already into that sort of thing, Wendy, I would suggest them looking for a feminine, aggressive female.
Yeah. Feminine.
Yep.
All right. Well, Beverly, I wish you well with your search for Mr. Right.
Thank you.
Keep it here, and I'm sure that within the next 20 minutes I'll be shouting out, some of those interesting sites. Thank you for calling. We're going to go to line number 1. KC is 32 and wants to know if we have a number for stretch mark removal. Casey, there's no such thing as stretch mark removal.
Hello?
Yeah, turn your radio down, Casey.
Okay. No, the laser surgery. Did you get the stretch marks taken off your stomach?
Yeah, it'll lighten them a bit. It's not going to remove them. And as far as laser surgery, you would talk to your dermatologist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dermatologists and also plastic surgeons. So, find a dermatologist. As a matter of fact, you're calling from Manhattan. Try Dr. Michael Jones.
Can I have his number?
Do you have a telephone to call directory assistance? Because that's even better. You called me, you got a phone.
Okay, you're a friend of my head.
Okay, listen. He's on the Upper East Side. I can't think of the exact street, but he's Dr. Michael Jones. And when you call, ask the receptionist, is this the doctor that advertises with Wendy's show?
Okay, then.
Okay, because Michael Jones is a very common name. So just make sure that's the one, and then go see him. And you know what? If he can't help you out, he can certainly recommend you to somebody, but be prepared to show him your stretch marks and what you're talking about. Okay, Casey?
All right, thank you. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You know, a tummy tuck removes a lot of the abdomen and will make your stretch marks as opposed to the 8-inch fire that you used to have. It might reduce it to 2-inch fire, but the fire is still going to be there. You know, I didn't want to offer her false hope. Let's go to line number 3. O is on the phone. And okay, well, number 7. Kayla is there. Hi, Kayla. Turn your radio all the way down from New Haven. Hey.
Hi.
You're friends with a coworker?
Yes, who's this?
It's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, so I was friends with my coworker, and, you know, so we started chatting this and that, so she found out I was kind of into women.
Oh.
So once she found that out, she started, like, coming on to me.
Oh.
And I was so not interested. So, you know, I politely told her I'm not interested. So since then, she's became, like, my worst enemy. And it's to the point now where I had to actually move my desk, and none of my coworkers want to talk to me. They're all friends with her.
Oh.
And I don't know.
Go ahead.
Playing this sad music.
Yeah.
Oh, Wendy. So I don't know what to do. Like, it's horrible.
Work is not for friendship. Work is for getting your check. Friendships are to be made outside of work if you focus on that. And it doesn't mean that you're supposed to be in work being a hard, cold, you know, broad with a tight bun and an even tighter demeanor. But I mean, you know, you might not be able to do damage control with her. You can do it with other people. And as far as your desk being away from everyone else, maybe you'll get more work done. I mean, you gotta turn this around. Because, you know, you can go to your bosses with it and you can make a big stink. But in addition to everybody finding out you're a lesbian, does everybody already know?
Oh, Wendy, I'm not a lesbian.
Oh, you're into women. You're bisexual. The funny thing is, I accept this from a man, but from a woman. But if a man says that he enjoys the company of other men and says, "Oh, but I'm not gay," I'd be like, "Please,
I'm gay. I'm a homo. I like guys."
Listen, that'll learn you.
Okay. Also, do you have any doctor references for tattoo removals?
Yeah, go to a plastic surgeon. You can do 4 or 3 or 6 different consultations. Plastic surgeons do tattoo removals.
By the way, Wendy, I love you. I've been a fan for, like, ever. And I went to Hadia to get my hair done a couple of times.
Oh. Well, I haven't seen Hadia in ages. As a matter of fact, I haven't even heard that name in a while. Hey, Hadia. How you doing? Okay.
All right. It was nice talking with you, Wendy.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye, Kayla. Yeah, that damn Hadia. You know what? If I left it up to her, I would have been snatched balls for Dons and Divas. Hadia, I'm saying nothing but the truth. I tried to cheat on my Steve Lindsay on hair and makeup for you. Only for you to leave me hanging. Damn you, Hadia. And I say that with love, but I also mean it. Damn you. That's really unreliable. You know how women are and their hair.
It's Wendy, man.
I'm constantly sleeping with my baby's daddy. He is engaged to get married to someone else. Should I give it all up and say, well, I tried to have a relationship here?
You can't have a relationship. He's engaged to somebody else. He's about to get married. Really, I just can't take it.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS presents the WBLS Diet Pepsi Getaway and Play Trip a Day.
Get aboard JetBlue Airways. Sincerely, JetBlue.
March 30th through April 2nd at the luxurious 5-star El Conquistador Resort and Country Club in Puerto Rico.
Lose yourself in the vibrant beauty of this grand hotel.
Perched on a 300-foot cliff overlooking the Atlantic and Caribbean Oceans. Relax and be pampered at the Golden Door Spa, El Con's tranquil path to inner and outer peace. Oh, hell, let's get to the point. We're going to party. We're going to have fun. I got DJ Quad coming from Jersey and JC Jace coming from Brooklyn and SNS coming from uptown. We're leaving nothing to chance. Keisha Coles is going to be entertaining us, and I need you to be at my private island party. It's Palomino Island. It's in Puerto Rico, and we're going to get down.
Sponsored by Bally's Total Fitness. Meet your potential. The Universal Circus, back in the tri-state area, and Benjamin Rugg and Home Furniture Designs in Secaucus, New Jersey.
So listen to the Steve Harvey Morning Show each weekday morning at 7:15 a.m. He's going to tell you the next time you can call in and win.
Be the correct caller and pack your bags for the WBLS Getaway and Plane trip a day to the El Conquistador Resort in Puerto Rico. Or call Sheer Travel 1-888-212-4534 and book your trip to join us.
It's the WBLS Trip a Day Getaway.
Courtesy of Diet Pepsi. Light, crisp, refreshing.
And the station giving you fun in the sun.
107.5 WBLS.
WBLS and the New York City Department of Health encourage you to quit smoking. Call 311 for more information.
Yeah. 26 minutes after 3 o'clock on the Wendy Williams Experience here at 107.5 WBLS. We are today's R&B and Classic Soul. Don't forget, 7 o'clock tonight, it's Vaughn Harper and the Quiet Storm. And if you have not yet booked your trip to Puerto Rico, now's the time to do it. Your cutoff date will be approximately March 17th. Today is March 1st. Is today the Ides of March, or is that March 5th?
That's March 5th.
March 15th? Oh, another big event happening in the month of March. 888-212-4534. Yeah, we're going to Puerto Rico. Yeah, Ghostface will be in the building. I mean, on the island. Puerto Rico. Yeah, Saturday night he'll be there for Palomino Island. He's not going to be there the whole trip because, he's touring. As a matter of fact, he's coming off tour to luxuriate with us in Puerto Rico, which is fabulous. He was here last hour if you missed Ghostface. His new CD, Fish Scale, will be in stores on March 28th. I just got a hold of Neo's CD. Do you know that they shipped like 1.1 million copies of this CD? He already shipped platinum. 888 Puerto Rico, 888-212-4534. 888-212-4534. Love to Keisha Cole. We'll see you in Puerto Rico. Love to Chameleon. I think it's just Chameleon. Chameleonaire. He was so great yesterday, too. Love to Chameleonaire. He said he's coming to Puerto Rico also. And the Jones brothers, who are NFL players, one for the Chicago Bears and one for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got to check their schedules. But they said it looks good because they're not playing right now in the off season. So book your trip for Puerto Rico. We're going to have a wonderful time. Capone, the Gangsta of Comedy, Drew Frazier, my top dogs of comedy will be in the building. Will Svens, Tony Roberts. It's going to be a fabulous time. Shout out to Rob Stapleton. Yes, speaking of comedians, tonight is the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience at the Laugh Factory. We're going to have a wonderful time as we always do. Doors open up at 8 o'clock. And the show promptly starts at 9 o'clock. Well, not prompt. It loosely starts at 9 o'clock because sometimes it's 9:05 and sometimes it's 9:15. But we'll be there tonight. It's the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience at the Laugh Factory. We're there every Wednesday. Oh, champagne is in for Vaughn Harper tonight because it's Vaughn Harper's birthday.
No, not champagne, Charmaine.
Oh, Charmaine. I thought this was champagne, but you spelled champagne wrong. Okay, no. All right, Charmaine is in for Vaughn Harper tonight because today is Vaughn Harper's birthday. Happy birthday, old dude. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Happy birthday, old dude. Happy birthday, old dude. Happy birthday, Vaughn. Now, Mrs. Harper, you take care of our man Vaughn tonight. I'm sure Vaughn's probably... Oh, my gosh. Come on. Just jokes, Harpers. Jokes. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Wow. Woo. Good old Vaughnie. Vaughnie Harper, he's been doing the Quiet Storm, for 25 years. As a matter of fact, I know why he's not going to be here tonight. He's celebrating his 25 years at the Quiet Storm at Earl Monroe's restaurant tonight. So if you've been soft and warm all these years, the Quiet Storm, that's where Vaughn's going to be. They say black tie optional. Wow. Yeah, I got the invite right here. 7 o'clock it starts. Okay. Charmaine got it wrong. It's not his birthday. Today happens to be the 25th anniversary. Unless his birthday and his anniversary started at the same time. In which case, 25 years ago, that must have been a hell of a birthday. It's your birthday and you get a job at the mighty WBLS? What? Wow. Happy birthday, anniversary, or whatever, Vaughn. And we'll see you tomorrow, buddy. So Charmaine's in at 7 for Vaughn. All right, it's still Advice Hour. We can take a few phone calls. Dana is on line number 1. She's 25. She's calling from Florida. She called about quitting her FedEx job yesterday, and she's going to give us an update today. Dana? Line number 1. Sorry. She's not there? Okay. Let's go to line number 6. Lee is there. He's 46. He's engaged to an illegal alien and wants to know if... Lee, what's the matter with the phone?
Hello?
Lee, hello?
Hello?
Lee, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. My name is Lee, and I'm engaged. I've been dating a Jamaican man for 2 months, and we're engaged. And I understand that he's not legal and everything, but I really do believe he loves me with all his heart.
On my computer, it says that you want to know if you should trust him.
Right, trust. Yeah, should I trust him? I mean, he's good to me financially and everything, and we're together every day and all of that.
Okay, you finished?
Yep.
Lee, you're 46 years old. You know better than to put your trust, heart, and marriage situation into a man after only knowing him for 2 months. Should you trust him? No. You don't even know him. And I understand you're together every day, but you know what that you've been around long enough to understand the euphoria of when relationships first start. It's almost like it's not even a real relationship because it's so giddy and so wonderful and so lovely. Lee, I would not marry this man. It's not necessarily that you can't trust him, but it's too late for you to trust him, or it's too early for you to trust him or him to trust you. Lee, and you're 46, you know better.
Put that where? Back there.
Exactly. Lee, you can't do it.
I'm not planning to marry him tomorrow. In May. We're engaged in May.
Put that where? Back
I don't like it, Lee.
Okay.
You're engaged in May?
Yes.
So you're not engaged yet?
Yes, we are. We're engaged to marry in May.
No, Lee.
Been dating for 2 months.
Who's that?
My daughter.
Put her on the phone. Put her on the phone.
Hello?
Lee. Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Hi, it's Wendy. How are you?
Oh, good, Wendy.
How old are you?
I'm 20.
Yeah. Do you agree with what your mother's doing?
No, she's been dating the man for 2 months.
Exactly.
And when I asked him why he loves my mother, he said because she's never shown him a bad face.
Come on.
What kind of stuff is that, Wendy?
Listen to this. This is this daughter teaching the mother, and she's only 20.
Yes.
Girl, you can't let your mom do this.
What?
You can't let your mom do this.
I know I can't let her do it. And Wendy, he can't even get a real job because he's not legal.
I mean, he'll be legal once he marries her. Is he gainfully employed material?
I guess.
Oh boy.
I mean, I just feel like she's making the biggest mistake, and I feel like she's just, she's just in the illusion of I'm getting married in May and just floating.
Has she ever been married?
Yeah.
So let's see.
And she's been dating this man for like a month and a half, 2 months tops. Going on 3. Please. I just don't agree with it. And I told her, well, why don't you call Wendy Williams and see what she thinks about it?
I don't even have to ponder it. I think it sounds absolutely crazy. And thank God your mother has you as a sounding board.
But she's not listening. But what can I do, Wendy?
Secure your inheritance before he comes in and swoops down and takes it all.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Listen, honey bunch, take care of yourself and take care of your mother.
I love you much.
I love you too. Bye-bye. All right. Melissa's on line number 3. She's in Pennsylvania. She wants to know what to do about her sister who planned her wedding a week after a surgery. Melissa, is that correct?
Yeah. We found out about a month ago that my 8-month-old son is going to need his skull reconstructed. He's going in on March 13th. And about a week and a half ago, she decided to plan her wedding for April 1st.
Well, and you and your sister are apparently close.
Well, we were before we both had our last child around the same time in the summer.
Yeah.
And I had a boy and she had a girl.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, I'm white. My husband, his whole family's Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
So me saying something is going to cause huge catastrophe.
Well, does your husband understand that you all's first priority is your son, not...
Oh, he agrees with me, but he doesn't know how I should go about doing it. And I don't, because I just want to flip out.
Well,
I have so many other things going on that's not, celebrating isn't one of them.
Well, can I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you. And see, I'm not a big complainer. Like, I always figure a way around stuff without having to, like, ruffle anybody. Maybe that's the middle child in me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
If I were you, I would circle the wagons, you and your husband, around our son. Be there for our son. I wouldn't buy a wedding dress. I wouldn't buy an outfit to go. I'm not going to the wedding because
I told her I'm not going anywhere.
Because you want to know what? I know your son is going to come through with flying colors, but to leave him with a babysitter while you go to a wedding, hell no, you're not going. You wish her well, but we're not going to this wedding.
Not at all. I'm just so angry that she could even. I just think it's so heartless to even do something like that. I could understand if the wedding was planned like a year ago or something like that, but to plan it after you know.
She's a jerk. But anyway, let her be a jerk. Let her have her wedding. Your son is going to be fine, and then you'll both have a reason to celebrate, and I have a feeling the sisterhood will come back together. You're going to look at this as so incidental afterwards.
I hope so.
You will.
Thank you very much. I love your show.
Thank you. I love you too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
I wouldn't schedule a surgery on a 13th. I don't care if it was Monday the 13th, Thursday the 13th. I'm just like, ooh, that number. As soon as she said that, I was like, oh, ooh. Anyway, thank you, Melissa, for calling. Thank you for listening. Lee, thank you so much, too. And Dana, I don't know where you were when we said hello, but Advice Hour continues next. I've got the results to yesterday's People Poll question regarding Busta Rhymes and the Touch It video. And then I got a new question for you today based on a phone call I got yesterday. And E40's coming in later on in the show, so keep it where you got it. It's Wendy, man.
Hillshire Farm knows it's hard to get convenience and satisfaction in one meal.
Microwaves heat food by exciting its water molecules.
Really? Ugh, is it chicken?
It was.
Got a little overexcited, huh?
Yeah.
Instead, try something right from the farm. Hillshire Farm. Ultra-thin Deli Select honey ham, or combos like turkey and provolone, packed in Gladware to help keep the deli fresh taste fresh. Hillshire Farm Deli Select. Farm goodness, everyday life.
Is Jessica Simpson dating a slacker?
I'm Pat O'Brien. On the next Insider, what you haven't seen from the set of her new movie.
There'd be a lawsuit if I tried to do that.
Then on Entertainment Tonight.
Anorexic Hollywood. A primetime star, skin and bones, teeth gray from purging. Can she leave her eating disorder behind?
Every day is still a fight.
Plus, Brad Pitt, Terry Hatcher, George Clooney. 3 big stars, 3 big new interviews.
I'm a huge star and former sexiest man alive.
And it's the countdown to the Academy Awards with Mary Hart.
The one night in Hollywood that surpasses all others.
Pat O'Brien.
Because you realize you are part of that one night that'll go down in history.
And Kojo.
All on the red carpet together, whispering, giggling, dishing.
The Oscars, Entertainment Tonight, and The Insider. The time of your life. A full hour of star power beginning tonight at 7 on CBS 2.
Are you moving kind of slow these days? It may be your tired old car.
Well, Major World wants to get you moving along! Major World of Long Island City will keep you moving with over 2,000 quality pre-owned cars in our enormous inventory. Each one priced to save you up to 50% off original MSRP, up to $5,000 off NADA book value. Plus, at Major World, 1% is all you pay to drive it away. Or choose monthly payments as low as $79. And if you've got problems with credit, don't sweat it. We don't.
Down payments may vary based on severity of credit history.
Right now, all the major auto dealerships on Northern Boulevard will keep you moving along with great deals at Major Dodge, Major Chrysler, Major Chevy, Major Jeep, and Major Kia. But for pre-owned cars, Major World will keep you moving. 4340 Northern Boulevard, Long Island City, Queens. Call 1-800-MAJOR-AUTO.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Wendy Williams. Let's be honest with each other. Are you unhappy with your appearance? Are you looking for maybe a little nip or a little tuck? Because I want to tell you about a guy that I know that's done work on me. His name is Dr. Michael Jones. He did my earlobes. He can do you, too. Do you want to feel younger? Do you want to look younger? How would you like to put an end for once and for all to those annoying facial and body hairs, those tired bags under your eyes, or those persistent love handles? Well, it's all possible. Dr. Jones can do it. Botox, collagen injections, face and brow lifts, eyelids, your nose, breast augmentation, liposuction, tummy tucks. Those are just a few of the services available at Dr. Michael Jones. So now, are you ready for your extreme makeover or just a little something? Call Dr. Michael Jones for a confidential consultation at 212-223-0716. Financing and payment plans are available at Dr. Michael Jones. 212-223-0716 or visit his website at michaeljonesmd.com.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Let's check in with line number 5. I know we've been doing a lot of talking. I want to ask you very seriously. You've called the show a lot.
Yes.
And today, you talked about Michael Jordan, as you always do.
But Wendy, let me tell you one thing. When I went to his game, he saw me. And that's why he's been... And I spoke to him.
Okay, let's put the nutty behavior aside for a moment. I want to talk to you about you. Forget Michael Jordan.
Okay.
You mentioned that you have been with psychiatric help.
That has nothing to do with...
No. It has everything to do with why it is that you've been holding on this phone line for the past hour and change. And why I come back and put you on hold, and I've been kind of like playing along with you, but at the same time, I'm very sad. Tony, are you getting treatment right now?
Yes.
We got him. This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
You know who I forgot to tell you guys who's going to be checking in on the show today? Are you familiar with the track stars Lisa and Miki Barber? Yeah, 2 girls from Montclair, New Jersey doing the damn thing. The Olympics and beyond. Okay, well, we'll be talking to them on the telephone later on in the show. I'm looking forward to that. In the meantime, I've got the results from yesterday's People Poll question because it's still Advice Hour on the Wendy Williams Experience. The question was, do you think Busta Rhymes was wrong for still attempting to shoot the video for the Touch It remix? Now, we all know what happened when it happened in Brooklyn, and Israel Ramirez was shot and killed, so Busta went out to L.A. to do the video, and 34% of you said yes, 66% of you said no. There we go. Today's People Poll question is, it's for the ladies, men. It's for the ladies, okay? Ladies, have you ever tossed a salad? That's based on a woman who called yesterday who asked me what that was. Have you ever tossed a salad, ladies? You can go to my website, thewendywilliamsexperience.com, and should I explain what tossed salad is? Because then maybe we get more responses. Everybody knows what a tossed salad is. I was surprised when that lady... That's when you... Did they at least catch the part when I said whole? They missed everything? Okay, that's when you put your tongue on put that where back there. There you go. That's when you, massage with your tongue. Put that where back there. There you go. Toss the salad. So yes or no? You can go to my website. Let's go to the telephone and continue speaking with people who are having problems. Is there anybody still on hold? What line is that? That's line number 1. That would be Dana. Dana, is this you? We're still having problems with Dana. Line number 2 is Kristen. She wants, hey, Kristen, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. How are you?
Hi, everybody. Kristen wants advice on how to break up with someone that you're in love with, but know that they can't be in a relationship. Now,
yeah, that's my question.
Okay.
Well, I've been with my boyfriend for about 4 years now.
Wow.
And really on and off. Like, we would, get back together, break up another 2 months, get back together. Mm-hmm. And I realized that it's just not really working.
Yeah.
Communication is just not really working.
And you're still in love with him, but you're big enough to understand that it can't be?
Right. I still care for him, very deeply. Like, if he needed me, I'd do for him.
Oh, This must be breaking your heart.
Yeah, because, I mean, he has so many times. But I don't know why I can't just, separate myself from him. Like, I don't know what it is.
Well, it takes time. You've got to make a sudden move, which is this relationship is over. You've got to stop talking to him and stop seeing. You got to stop talking to him. Maybe there'll come a point where you can get back to talking to him, once he's straightened up his life a bit. Maybe you guys get back together and eventually, maybe. Do you have children together, by the way?
No children.
Look, you're 24 years old. Yeah. You've been with him for 4 years. I think it's time that you flew on your own.
Yeah, I can care for myself. I basically do care for both of us.
Do you? Oh, damn! You need to get rid of him. Look, do you all live together?
I'm sorry?
Do you live together?
Yes, we do.
Oh, see, there's a problem. Now, who's going to move out?
I would be the one moving out.
Okay.
We stay with his parents.
Oh, you stay with your... All right, when do you have your money ready to move out?
Well, I'll probably have it ready in about another month. Because I've been working on it. I've been thinking about it. Okay.
So you can't move out until you have your apartment secured. You can't even make this announcement.
Right. I have a car, so that's taken care of. And then, I just need that apartment.
And then once you move out, the big deal is, this is what I would do. Ladies, you might disagree. He doesn't need to know where you live. And it's not like you're moving away from a stalker or anything like that, but in order to totally wash him out of your hair so you can move on with your life and be strong, you need to change your cell number. Don't give him your telephone number when you get it for your new apartment, and don't let him know where you live. In order to do that, you're going to have to move by yourself. You can't ask him to help you move.
Right.
Are you cool with that?
I'm cool with that, but there's just a little bit more to that situation.
What?
Like his mom, I still give her money for to let me borrow money to buy my car. So I still have to give her money. So, and I still take her to work and pick her up.
See, so you're way involved in this situation.
Too involved.
Yeah, you are too involved. It's not as easy as I thought. I mean, the first complication is that you're living with your boyfriend at his parents' house, which is, I don't know why you did that, but okay. I don't know what to tell you. If you talk to his mother, woman to woman, she's going to talk to the son.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So there are going to be no secrets. If you pick his mother up and take her to do things after you move out, there is no breaking off this relationship.
I tried that already.
How much do you owe his mother?
Right about now, I probably owe her about another $2,000.
All right. Well, you need to make some sort of arrangement with her. See, for me personally, I would borrow that money from elsewhere and pay the mother back. Because when you drop the bomb that the relationship is over, you want to be free and clear.
Right.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Paying her back is more important than you moving out on my priority list, in my mind.
Yeah, I believe so, too.
It is.
I hate that.
Taking her where she needs to go is not a priority at all. Her bum-ass son needs to start doing that. You say?
He has no license, no car.
Well, that's your man.
I know it's not my responsibility.
But that's your man. You chose him, so lie on that sword and stay in that relationship longer. Fake it, act like you love it, because you need to find $2,000 to pay his mom back so that when you finally do move, you've moved free and clear. Now, I know by paying her back, your plans for moving out and getting that apartment money are probably stalled by how long? 6 months, a year?
It definitely stalled me about a good 5 to 6 months.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well,
I don't think I can handle that.
Okay. Well, you're going to start the new year in your own place. You can do that, can't you?
Yeah.
All right. Then raise your glass to January 1st, 2007, when sisters be doing it for themselves. Right? Right?
Yeah. I was hoping it'd be this year, though.
Well, Kirsten, it depends on how fast you can save. I wish you well.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you can't move out and still owe the mom money and not let the boyfriend know where you live and all that other kind of stuff. I wish she had said that to begin with. Oh, boy. Wait, easy. Line number 6, Kia. Kia, it's Wendy. Hey.
Hey, hi, Wendy.
The computer says you want to ask me about getting...
toe shortening surgery.
Toe shortening surgery.
Yeah, because I'm a big girl, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I'm having a problem finding shoes that fit me.
This is very extreme.
Yeah, but see, they don't want me to wear the shoes that they got out because they know that I'm a freak it. You know it is.
Why is she sounding like Tony from yesterday? No, but you want to know what? There's a wonderful doctor here in Manhattan that I use to remove both of my bunions. He did it at one time. His name is Dr. Stuart Mogul. Mogul.
Okay.
He does all that vanity surgery for the feet. He is fabulous. He's been in practice for 22 years. His practice is in the Dakota, which is on the very trendy, hip Upper West Side. And he knows his business. It's Dr. Stuart Mogul. Call directory assistance. He's listed.
So you don't know no big shoe girl stores?
You asked me about toe shortening surgery, so that's what I answered.
And who's Tony?
Tony's she's a nutty woman who called yesterday when you were talking about getting your toes shortened to fit into the shoes.
Okay, and I wanted to tell you I loved you on Channel 5.
Oh, thank you. That's when I filled in as Wendy, the anchor woman.
Yeah, your hand was real icy.
Oh, thank you. Sisters be doing it for ourselves. But Kia, check with Dr. Mogul. And as far as the big shoes, you know what? Try Marmy shoes. I actually have on a very cute pair of Marmy shoes, kitten heels, which I never do kitten heels, but I had to do something very sensible today and play like I'm not Wendy from the radio, but more like, Wendy the, Susie Homemaker. And so I have my Marmy shoes on today, and I absolutely love them. They're very comfortable. Marmy shoes goes up to some sizes or size 13. They're on Madison Avenue, Marmi. And for those of you listening around the country, you can go to the website. Marmy has about 100 locations around the country. There's probably one near you. So
how much do they cost?
Look, do some work yourself, Kia. Damn.
All right, when Kim coming out?
366 days from when she went in.
Okay. Take care, Wendy. I love you.
Bye, Kia. I love you
all
too.
Right, later.
Bye. She said, how much do they cost? I mean, the shoes are reasonably priced at Marmy. Marmi. I would recommend them to any Bigfoot girl. All right, we're going to go into the break. The only problem is, this is why I don't wear flats. The lower the heel, the longer your foot looks. Like, I know I look like I am rowing across the street today, as opposed to, that's why I love my 4 inches, because when your heel is up, your feet look smaller. Tonight I'll be on stage at the Laugh Factory looking crazy big down there. I'm ignoring it. I'll have a couple of drinks and I'll forget all about it. All right, keep it where you got it. Thanks.
It's Wendy, man.
Me and my wife have been married for 15 years. They threatened to leave.
What did you do?
Had a problem with drugs.
You got the drug voice.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Just asking, what's your drug of choice?
You name it.
Coke?
Yeah.
Weed?
Yeah.
Crack?
Yeah.
Heroin?
Yeah.
E-pills?
Yeah.
Whippets?
Alcohol.
Gorilla?
Yeah.
PCP?
Yeah.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Wow.
107.5 WBLS, New York's only African-American owned and operated FM radio station. Living Black history every day.
The Honorable David Dinkins, African-American political leader, born in Trenton, New Jersey. After graduating in 1956 from Brooklyn Law School, he went into private law practice. Active in Democratic politics in New York City, he held the office of Manhattan Borough President from 1986 to 1989. In 1989, he became the first African-American to be elected mayor of New York City.
Celebrating Black History Month and living Black history every day.
Why can't I turn off the radio?
305, Dance Pretty Ricky.
What up? This is Omarion.
What's up? This your boy Trey Songz, and you listening to the queen of all media, Wendy Williams herself.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Yeah, hi. My name is James.
Hi, James.
Wendy, I called yesterday to make the correction about Angela Bofield, a song.
Yes.
The two guys that called in, the Let Me Be Your Angel, that was by Stacey Lattice song.
Yes.
The Angel itself, that was by Angela Winbush solo.
Okay.
When she was now today, the Sergio Mendes,
yes.
The Never Gonna Let You Go, that was a ballad. The disco, now we on the upbeats, that was I'll Tell You. I know you remember that.
Yes.
I'll Tell You Where You Have to Go, oh baby, 1979.
Yes, wow,
on Electra
James.
Records.
You are a crow.
Because he did the real thing before that. Stevie Wonder wrote that disco, the early, like about 1977. The biggest one was I'll Tell You, 1979. It was on Electra Records. Wendy?
Yes, James.
And Wendy, one more thing. And when you mentioned the Try It Out, that was by Gino Sucio. I'm familiar with a lot of music. Okay.
Thank you, James.
All right, thanks. Have a good evening.
We love you for listening. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
We got him. This it right here. Miss a day, miss a whole lot. Coming through your speakers, boy. It's Wendy, man.
Yeah. Everybody say yeah. I didn't know that Terrence Howard was just paid $12,000 for his Oscar-nominated performance in Hustle and Flow. Wow. Look at him now. Very nice. Beanie Man, everybody, wants to thank all of his fans for chasing the mugger away who found and retrieved his $180,000 diamond-encrusted watch. Apparently, Beanie Man was attacked outside of a record store. Yeah, well, he was signing autographs in London at a record store. He stepped outside to greet some fans who I guess couldn't fit inside. And that's when he fell victim to the violence of thieves. And they ran off with his watch, but the fans apparently got it back for him. Wow, that's a 1 in a million time. They say 2 people were shot at Kanye West performance in England the other day. Officials were shot by the 2 officials. There were official people there. They were shot by gate crashers who were escorted from the arena when they discovered that they didn't have a ticket for the show. So the 2 people who were shot, their condition is stable. That's terrible. I'm sorry to hear about that. Well, I do have to tell you, I thought that Kirstie Alley was beautiful before she lost weight. Kirstie Alley's kind of like one of those Star Jones-esque. Like Star Jones to me was beautiful even before she lost the weight. You know, I thought she was a very pretty woman. And I think Kirstie Alley's pretty thin. She was even really good. You know what? She has stunning limpid pool eyes. And she's got a great head of hair. And it doesn't look like it's thinned at all as she's aged. And Kirstie Alley's like, what, 55 years old? It hasn't thinned at all as she's aged. I don't suspect any tracks in there. She's always had great hair and a great hairline. Anyway, she's apparently messing around with Tawny Kitane's man. Well, now that Kirstie's lost that 50 pounds, you know, she is the true Miss Honey. And she was set up on a blind date, Kirstie was. And the guy is a stock trader, and he's 52. Well, he's also presently dating Tawny Kitane, who's 44, who used to open up her legs on the rocker videos back in the day. Remember Tawny? She's got those deep dimples like Debbie Morgan. Anyway, Tawny wants to fight Kirstie. You want to hear the quote? I hear Kirstie's a nice girl, but with all due respect, I want to know how much weight she's really lost these days. I mean, how big is her butt now anyway? Should I be worried? See, this is what I hate. When little girls think that because of weight, they don't need to worry about a big girl. Because a big girl will swoop down on your situation, take your man, your job, make your kids fall in love with her, and your mother too. So shout out to the little girls with all due respect. But do not, cast off a big girl and what we can do. Because we'll take your man. And you get it both ways. Sometimes you're big, meaning fat, and sometimes you're big, meaning tall, you know. So big if you're tall, you know what I'm saying? Because we tall girls, we get called names by, the smaller girls too. And they really, in some cases, think we're no competition. But, yeah. Not only that, but Tawny's 44. And she's looking at Kirstie Alley like 55. I could take that. I'm smaller and younger. I don't think so. Kirstie's been around longer. Her knob game is probably sick. Ooh. Hey, how about that Smithsonian exhibit that's about to blossom? Ice-T and Russell Simmons, they're the first ones affiliated with the industry to donate the artifacts to the future hip-hop exhibit at the Smithsonian Institution, which, this is a great coup, I think, for hip-hop. Fab Five Freddy has donated a boombox that he owned. Grandmaster Flash threw in his turntables. I'm sure, there'll be many other people to donate many great things. I can't wait to see this exhibit put together. I can't wait until the opening night party. Everybody's going to be there. Yeah, that's a good one. Is there anybody on the telephones? Okay, well, let's go to it. You all, please stop reminding me that Tyson Beckford made an appearance at the gay club. I've known Tyson for years. The memo was already out, and being at this club is not a big deal. He's a model, and his fans are every place. And I'm sure he enjoyed himself hanging with the boys. How you doing, Tyson? All right. I mean, people keep getting at me with the exclamations. Wendy, talk about it. We talked about it. It's like we talked about Dick Cheney having his jump off on the hunting trip, and now that's being like we talked about it. Then we talk about something and then we move on, and we'll come back just to say we talked about it. There was something else too. Oh, I know about Tamala Jones, and she knows I know. That's why she has so much fire in her. As a matter of fact, at the end of her statement regarding me, she actually insinuates that she wants to fight me. She wants a fist fight. Well, Whitney's got first, Tamala. And I'll finish you off afterwards. Okay, let's go to... See, this is the problem. Last hour was advice hour. This is the hour of truth, but people are still calling for advice. But, I can go with the flow with you all. Line number 7. Stephanie, she's 30. She wants to ask about implants. Hi, Steph. Hi, Stephanie. Stephanie, are the phones working properly?
Hello.
Hi, Stephanie. It's Wendy. How are you today?
I'm good. I just wanted to ask you if you could recommend like a doctor I could go in and see, because I'm not sure. Like after my 2 kids, I have no chest at all.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure, which way to go. But
Try Dr. Michael Jones. I see you're in the Bronx. He's in Manhattan. Dr. Michael Jones. He's right around the corner from Bloomingdale's. You'll have to call directory assistance. I don't have his number off the top of my head.
Does he have a website?
I would imagine.
Okay.
I would imagine. But then again, Michael Jones is a very popular name, so you would serve. It would serve you well to call the receptionist and say to her, "Are you the one that advertises on the Wendy Williams Experience?"
Okay, and this is somebody you would recommend?
Yes. He's Dr. Michael Jones is good. He's got a very well appointed office. He didn't do my breast because I discovered implants before I discovered him, and my breasts are done in Philly with Dr. Memeniscus.
Okay. Is there anything else that could be done besides the implant?
I don't know. You'll have to talk to a doctor, Steph.
Okay.
All right. And listen, try Dr. Jones. I would add to the list maybe 3 or 4 others until you find somebody that you feel absolutely comfortable with. Surgery is not just an overnight decision. You have to go under. You can die from the anesthesia. Then you've got to live with whatever the doctor does to your body. So, and I sometimes tend to make it sound very, lickety-split and cavalier, but don't mistake, my jokes for the seriousness of surgery. Don't necessarily do what I do or go where I go. You've got to go and feel comfortable about the decision yourself, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Thank
Stephanie.
you.
I wish you well. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wade is on line number 3. Well, today's people poll question on the WendyWilliamsExperience.com is, have you ever tossed a salad? And so that is a question that I want the ladies to answer. But Wade, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Wendy?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Why did you limit that just to ladies?
Because here's the thing. We'll do men another day, but sometimes when we have the ladies and men all mixed together for particular questions, I'm not getting an accurate read on, I want to know about the ladies. Ladies, have you tossed a salad? There are 2 women in the room. Has any woman in this room ever tossed a salad? Raise your hand. Oh. Well, mother has lived. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, there are 3 men in the room.
So why don't you ask them?
I am about to ask them, who in this room has tossed a salad?
Why are you lying? My hand is up, Wendy.
Okay, so Wade's hand is up, and so is his. And I'm not going to even say which one, because I've made a new edict that I'm not going to out the interns anymore on what they do and all like that.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, okay, so 2 out of 4 men have tossed, salad, and 1 out of 2 women. But I just want the women to answer that one. Thank you, Wade. You doing? Bye. So there's a Busta Rhymes sighting. Oh wait, let's do the song and then the remix. Let's do the song. What? An update? Doggone you all. Well, in the meantime, I got the Busta Rhymes sighting. Apparently, Busta's back in New York, you all. And according to my girl Myra Panache, Busta was traveling in a white Rolls Royce, followed by security in a 500 series Mercedes. And the rest of the sentence is, if no one purchases the Busta audio tape currently for sale for $50,000, expect it to be mass produced and sold to vendors who will be hawking it for $10, similar to the R. Kelly sex tape. A lot of people are wondering, Myra's saying, why the cops aren't sweating Swiss Beats, the alleged target, like they are Busta. That's true. I don't know. That's a good question. So Richie Sambora has ordered for a new judge to preside over the divorce from Heather Locklear. He's petitioned that. I got it from Extra Extra. Did you see that? Well, apparently there are new court papers that were filed on Friday in Los Angeles. In the papers, it says that Richie requests the judge assigned to preside over the case be removed. He feels like the judge is prejudiced against him and his attorney. So in the paperwork, he says that. And so, we'll find out. We'll find out what happens.
All right, we got it.
All right. Rock With Us affiliates. First, we'll play the original. All right, we'll play the original. Remix! Break it down right there. Can I say something though? It was about 5 degrees, they say. That's a little exaggeration, but it was very, very cold at the Winter Olympics. You know what the cold does. It was about 5 degrees. They had Whitney singing outside. Her voice is her instrument, and warm in the studio, and this is studio equipment judging it up. This is studio. I like when she swallows in the remix and then tries to break it down. The remix. That's that hillbilly holler right there. She swallowed. I just wanted to play them both for you, and I wanted to acknowledge that it was very cold. That's all. It was very cold. Well, she was singing outside. It was cold, and she was singing outside. And she had a long flight from Atlanta. And stop trying to drown me out. We'll be back.
Wendy, man.
You never met me. You don't know me. You ain't been in my house. You don't live with me. You don't sleep with me. You don't do shit with me, but talk about me. Why can't you say? That's all, baby girl. That's all I'm asking you is why can't the you say?
The Wendy Williams Experience.
And, all right, hang on a second. Just for tomorrow delivery. Anything but that place that we just got from, because I don't particularly care for that pizza. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Hey, everybody. It's the Wendy Williams Experience here on WBLS. 107.5. It's nice to have you good people here. Don't forget, tonight the place to be is the Laugh Factory. 8th Avenue and 42nd Street. It's the Wendy Williams Comedy Experience. We always have a good time. I mean, laughter, I got to tell you, is the levels the playing field between sexes and races and like that. Everybody loves to laugh. Don't be nervous. There are white people. There are single people. There are Puerto Rican people. There, of course, are black people. It is, under one roof, one love, and laughter. So, feel no ways if you can't get your crew to come with you. Come by yourself. It's the perfect place to take yourself on a date. The Wendy Williams Comedy Experience, sure. You know me. I mean, we're not sitting together, but we're all in the same roof. I sit right to the right of the stage. I sit in the same place and have my drinks every Wednesday night. It's fun. It's like being with family. You all. So the doors open up at 8 o'clock tonight, and the laughter starts at 9 o'clock. And you know what? Turn the music off for this one, because off. Show some respect. In Clifton, New Jersey, shout out to the Clifton, New Jersey Police Department. From the bottom of me and my people's hearts, we thank you. And I know that you're like, huh? What? Okay. Late last night, a dude in a green Bentley. Yeah, that dude. Thank you. And we thank you. Thank you. And we thank you. Hey, if you know anybody in the Clifton Police Department, just in case they're on a run right now and they're not exactly... Can't you tell what I'm saying? Just in case I don't make it home tonight. Yo, I listen for that garage door. You know what I mean? Anyway, Clifton Police Department, thank you very much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. And that comes from... the jump off of the woman, of the jump off of the man in the green Bentley. Come on, you guys. It sounds so corny to call myself a wife sometimes, Comes from the lover. Thank you, Clifton Police. Thank you. Love you. Woo, woo, woo. Love you. Stephanie Cohen, okay, she's doing the Frightening to Fabulous living room makeover here at WBLS. It's really, really cooking. We've got one more chance to vote. Okay, we already have 3 qualifiers. We need one more qualifier. We've been doing this for 3 weeks. Friday rounds out the 4th week. And then out of the 4 of them, we decide who we want to get that $50,000 living room makeover. Just go on the website and take a look. WBLS.com. Vote for this week's winner, and then that person can go on to qualify for that $50,000 living room makeover, which to me is absolutely fabulous. Plantanos and Collard Greens is in town at the Florence Gold Hall, 59th Street between Park and Madison. Saturday, March 4th, March 11th, March 18th, and March 25th. And I'm saying it slowly because Plantanos and Collard Greens is one of those plays that's going to make you laugh, cry, and think hard. It answers the question, is it possible for Latino and black love to coexist under the same roof? One heart, one love. For real, though. You saw it last week? Did you love it?
Yeah, it was good.
Are you normally a play dude?
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while. Did you laugh?
Yeah, it was good.
Did you cry?
Yeah.
Did you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Did you go with a Puerto Rican girl?
Oh, yeah, Dominican girl.
Okay. Is that under this umbrella of Latino? Yes, of course. So you guys went to this play. Now, were there a lot of mixed couples in there?
There were. I think there were more black people than
Yeah,
Hispanic.
yeah.
There's a couple of mixed people.
Well, that makes no, never mind. I was just asking. Trev Hollywood says it was laugh out loud crazy. It makes him think. And I say go see Plantanos and Collard Greens at the Florence Gold Hall, 59th Street between Park and Madison in March. And get in touch with their box office over there at the Gold Hall and get your tickets March 4th, 11th, 18th, and 25th. We can continue with the break. Coming up, we're going to talk to those track stars and gossip more. E40's coming in next hour. I got Lisa and Miki Barber. They're twins, and they run and they run for their livelihoods. So we'll be talking to them in a few moments right here on the Wendy Williams Experience, WBLS. yeah, everybody, it's the Wendy Williams Experience. The ladies I'm about to introduce to you are sisters. They happen to be twins, Lisa and Miki Barber. They are identical twin track stars. Both of them graduated from the University of South Carolina. Lisa has her BA in retail management and a minor in business. Miki, journalism with an emphasis on advertising. Miki is a 20-time All-American, 2000 Olympics under her belt, a 4-time NCAA champ, 11 times sec. What does that mean, times sec? I don't know. I don't understand sports, but these are their stats. They sound very impressive. Lisa is a 17-time All-American. She just won the Nationals. She's a 2-time NCAA champ. She's going to Moscow this weekend. These girls are doing big things. And by the way, they'll be in Puerto Rico. Ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous Miki and Lisa Barber. Hey, ladies, welcome to the show.
Hey, Wendy.
It's nice to have you girls here. Now, how old are you girls?
25.
You've done a lot. Like the Williams sisters. Only better because you're identical twins.
Well, we're not identical. We're fraternal twins, but we look alike, though.
What is that, like Mary-Kate and Ashley?
Similar.
Okay. Well, anyway, so how did you guys originally get involved with track?
Well, we started out running track in high school. Our parents wanted us to just get involved in something so we would stay out of trouble. So we just started running track.
Over at Montclair High School?
Yes. Shout out to Montclair.
Now, as twins, do you find it difficult to compete against each other?
No. We've been doing this for a while, so it's more fun. So we like it a lot.
Between the two of you, who's faster?
Of course, me, Lisa, right now. So.
Well, I used to be faster, but when I get back on, I think I'm going to take over.
All right. I love the competition. Let's talk in lay terms. How fast do you all, respectively, run a mile?
We don't run miles.
We don't run miles.
We sprint.
Oh, okay. How fast can you run around the track at Montclair High School?
Once around the track, that would be a 400 meters. I ran that in 50.6 seconds.
Wow.
That's Miki.
Wow.
And Lisa, I ran it in 50.87 seconds.
So these girls are lightning. You're like the next big thing.
I hope so.
So, Lisa, I understand that you're going to Moscow this weekend.
Yes, this weekend I'll be competing at the World Championships in Moscow.
Look at that.
So everybody wish me luck.
It's wonderful. And, Miki, what was your Olympic experience like back in 2000?
It was great. I had a lot of fun. It was in Sydney, and Australia was beautiful.
Yeah.
And I just had a lot of fun. I didn't get to run on the 4x4 relay, but it was a great experience just being there.
And I know that your parents are very proud of you. Listen, you girls are both very sexy-looking women. Would you ever consider posing for King Magazine or Maxim or something like that?
Yeah, definitely.
Interesting.
As long as it's classy, you know.
Well, I mean, there's nothing classy about those pictures. You know. So what kind of workout regimen do you ladies have?
Well, I train in Raleigh right now with Trevor Graham. This is Lisa speaking. And I work out 6 days a week, and I lift 5 days a week. And I train from like 7 in the morning to about 1 in the afternoon.
I have a different coach. His name is Smiley. And I train from about 9 till 2 o'clock every day with weightlifting and running at the track also.
Now, you guys are, real pistols in that, you're short and you're fast. You're 5'3", respectively, both of you are?
I'm 5'2", I'm Miki, and Lisa's 5'3".
Now, Miki, you were injured for about 2 years. Where did that injury come from, and how are you doing now?
Honestly, I don't know where it came from. I had 2 surgeries. I've been in 3 casts on my right ankle, and now I'm faster than what I used to be. It's been a lot of hard work, so I'm just trying to get back and into shape and stuff.
Good for you. So do either one of you ladies have a boyfriend?
No, I'm single right now.
Mm-hmm. We're both single.
And I mean, it must be hard with a demanding schedule, but I had to ask that. So now you guys are coming to Puerto Rico. You probably don't get a chance to really vacation and have a great time very often.
Well, when we do come, we're going to have as much fun as we can. So yes. I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent. Well, it's really been nice speaking with you all. You really are an inspiration. You're only 25 years old.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you've done all this. So at some point or another, them bones are going to get a little creaky. What do you see for yourselves in the future? Are you going to keep this track thing going, or are you going to fall back on you all's strong educations from the University of South Carolina?
Well, eventually, yes, we are going to fall back on our educations, but I'm gonna keep running as long as I keep getting paid for it. So.
Yes. Hey, what is that paper like? I mean, can you afford some of the better things in life?
Yes. Track is it's kind of like boxing. It's like an individual sport, but you get paid individually, so everyone gets paid a different amount. So the better you are, the more you get paid.
Yes, I got it. Got it. Have you ever met the Williams sisters?
I met them in Australia, but I just took a picture with them, so I've never really talked to them before.
That's good enough. I mean, they must be an inspiration to you all, sisters. Are your parents as instrumental in your careers as their father and mother were in theirs?
Oh, yes, most definitely. They've been guiding us through the whole way.
Very well. Very nice. Well, this is Lisa and Miki Barber, everyone. They're the twin track stars. Look for them to be doing big things, and we will definitely see you ladies in Puerto Rico.
Hey. Thanks, Wendy. Wait, Wendy, I got to give some shout-outs.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. I'd like to give a shout-out to all my girls in Jersey, Janine, Nina, Trina, all my family. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. All my people in South Carolina, Shinda, Tiff, Shalamine the guys. Harold Banks, shout out to everybody, Alan.
Okay, next. No shout out?
I want to give a shout out to my homies D, Spray, everybody that's been holding us down and supporting us the whole way through.
All right.
And a special shout out to Question Mark Entertainment.
Yo, yeah, I see we have two things in common. We love Question Mark and we love Charlemagne the God.
Yes, oh yeah.
Do tell. All right, ladies, thanks for calling.
Thanks, Wendy.
Bye-bye. See you in Puerto Rico. All right. That's nice. So the rumors about Usher beefing it up with the Cleveland Cavaliers, well, apparently false. I don't know whether, I still don't know whether he still owns a part, whether he ever did legally own a part, because remember, part of the problem was that even though he was a minority owner, they said that he never made good on the money that he was supposed to be chipping in to, make this all happen. So I don't know whether he has or whether he hasn't, but the point is that I'm sure you heard, maybe you haven't, the Cavs played a game last week and Usher was courtside. They were playing the Magic and they said everyone was really happy to see him and he was signing autographs and, that was that. So, whether he owns a part of the Cavaliers, I have no idea. Maybe that was just another, drummed up bit of, grist for the mill that Usher is famous for doing, like having the baby outside of the relationship with Usher, like giving the finger to his photographer yesterday. I was telling you about that story, which is very over dramatized. And Randy Jackson from American Idol is developing a cooking show. That'll put the weight back on Rand. Yeah, well, I just dropped it. No, there's no more to the story. Make way, everybody. E40 representing the Bay Area. He'll be in the studio up next. Keep it where you got it.
It's Wendy, man.
My boyfriend and I have been dating for about 4 months now, and first time we had sex, he could not get it up at all.
Maybe it's drinking. Is he a drug user? Does he take any depressants or anything?
No, nothing.
Maybe it's...
How you doing? The Wendy Williams Experience.
Hi, everyone. It's me, Wendy Williams, for LA Weight Loss. Can I just tell you a really terrific gift that I recently got? And it was from a very caring person who happens to be one of my neighbors in my neighborhood. So I get home from work and ding dong. It's my girlfriend, Amy. Well, she and we play tennis together. Well, not really play. We more like we go and then we sit and we talk. She bought me chocolate-covered strawberries, and I had a fit because I was like, I'm on LA Weight Loss. She said, Wendy, these are LA Weight Loss chocolate-covered strawberries. I was like, wow. Isn't that nice? No, forget the gesture. Isn't it nice that you can still eat chocolate-covered strawberries on LA Weight Loss? Of course. Listen. LA Weight Loss is for people like me and you, people who love food, and we're not willing to sacrifice all that much. Isn't that you? Yeah, me too. Almost 2 years ago, I lost 15 pounds on LA Weight Loss. Right now, I'm back on LA Weight Loss. I would like to lose another 10 pounds. Now, mind you, the original 15 I have kept off all this time. I'm back for another 10 because I'm going to Puerto Rico in April, and I'm wearing a bikini. Not a tankini, a bikini. And I want to look and feel as good as possible, and LA Weight Loss enables me to do that. You want to look good? You want to feel good? You want to eat chocolate-covered strawberries and fettuccine, too? Yeah! 1-800-448-TRIM. 1-800-448-TRIM. LA Weight Loss for the foodie in you.
What's up? This is Brenda K-Star, and you're listening to the Wendy Williams Experience on 107.5 WBLS.
In true Negroidian style, E40 is late. That's okay. I've got the entertainment for you, everyone. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. You can count on me. I got a letter from Pumpkin from the Flavor of Love show. Yes, I'll read that to you. I've got more on the Randy Jackson cooking show. We'll talk about Little John and Fat Joe and what they're doing together. And please stop sending me this same tired email about Miss Hezekiah. Okay, the memo has been out as long as the one on Tyson Beckford. No needs. Okay, all right. For years, people have talked about Hezekiah Walker for years, and now, I know that he and his wife, they're having some sort of, and I don't know whether it's divorce or whatever it is, but you all are sending me this like you want me to dissect and talk, and I'm not interested. I mean, if some of his parishioners, if you what do you all think? That's you all's pastor. Lee Daniels. Did you press that for Lee Daniels?
No. Roll bad time.
Well, Lee Daniels is a friend of the show, and he's also the one who did Monsters Ball, and he's the one who's going to turn Mariah Carey out in the movie Tennessee. Work, Lee Daniels, work. He said that Janet Jackson was slated to star in the movie, but after that extra weight, No, I'm just lying. He didn't actually say that part, but she was slated to star in the film, but she had to drop out. It could have been the extra weight from the baby that she's about to have with Jermaine Dupri. Don't run with that. I don't know what the weight is all about. I just know that Mariah, we've almost forgotten about Glitter. And for those of us who remember Glitter, it was a very cute movie. I've watched Glitter before at home. Mariah, we all fall down and we get up. And Lee Daniels is going to turn it. And he's going to make you a movie star. And I'm going to push everybody to go to the box office to check you out. I'm playing that waitress. And hi, Lee. Guess what? Friend to the show, Chameleonaire, has been named. He didn't brag about this yesterday. He's the new face of the Machiavelli brand. That's Tupac's clothing line, which I didn't even think was still out. I've never seen a person wear Machiavelli. I guess they would probably wear it a lot out on the West Coast. Probably. Yeah. Well, Scarface, DJ Quick, Twista, Chingy, Omar Epps, they've all been faces of the line. And they say that they chose Chameleonaire, our friend from yesterday, because he has an incredible work ethic like Tupac had during his career. His leadership and his music have been great contributions to the music scene, they say, and his resurrection of, Houston's music scene. And so, congratulations, Chameleonaire. It's Mojo for Mo 28-inch rims. Yeah, 28 inches. Chameleonaire will also be featured on the upcoming April issue of The Source magazine. So the magazine is still around. I mean, I lost track and lost interest somewhere between Dave and Benzino and the Wankster editor, and then the Wankster editor being outed and off from that seat, and then Dave suing and Benzino calling and curse. I kind of lost it, and all I want to know is, will the Source be around? I guess so, at least for April. Because Chameleonaire is going to be on the cover. Or, excuse me, he's featured in the upcoming issue. I don't know whether that means cover or not. And then Little John and Fat Joe are going to be hosting MTV's new series, Pimp My Ride International, this fall. So good for them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, who wants to hear the letter from Pumpkin? Okay, me too. Hey, gather around, everybody. Here it goes. Okay. So, as you know, I was eliminated last night. This was I'm just getting around to this, okay? As you know, I was eliminated last night from the Flavor of Love. I know, so sad. Anyway, this is really what went down that night. My mom came and met Flav and told him that I had been on game shows and dating shows before. Big surprise, huh? She says. Meanwhile, after all, the producers knew about every girl's past experience on TV, and each of us have definitely been on other shows before. Part of this is cut off. So I was pissed because Flav was calling me out when he already knew what was up. I mean, how can Flav sit there and question my intention? Look at his track record. Surreal Life, Strange Love, Flavor of Love, all reality shows. She says. I was pissed because he was being a hypocrite in my eyes. I was telling him that he had a pot of gold left and a pot of ish left. And I hoped in the end he goes for the pot of gold. New York butted in, sang her usual. And for me to go get a facelift, well, I just did what everyone else wanted to do and wanted to see. So I spit in her face. No, she did not really hit me. No, she did not really push me. My klutzy ass tripped over the rug. Oh, is she backpedaling? I have to re-see it today. She says, my klutzy ass tripped over the rug and went on. So please understand that I'm not a bad person. I'm normal. And when people press your buttons, sometimes you do things out of character. However, I have absolutely no regrets. Much love, Pumpkin. That's it. She might have tripped after being pushed. Yeah, because that was a pretty good push. And then she tripped. And I do believe that Flav knew. Because reality shows are practically as staged as anything else. Even if all the players in the show aren't staged, they know what they're doing. Oh my gosh, I'm walking around with the first 4 episodes of Surreal Life in my bag. I got into work so late today and didn't get a chance to watch them. Damn. Who wants to have a screening after the show with pizza and champagne? Good, okay. In the pink room, right after the show. I get the black couch and the covers and the pink pillow. All right. So Randy Jackson's cooking show from American Idol. He's developing a cooking show geared towards children. He's big on childhood obesity and diabetes. So I think that's good. I mean, good habits start when you're young. I don't know the kids really care about cooking all that much, but, and I don't know that the parents care about learning because I think that, like, kids, anything and just add ketchup. And it's great. Or barbecue sauce. Yes, barbecue sauce. I made my homemade beef stroganoff, which I haven't made in years. It's just shut up. I made it this morning and it smelled so good, even I could smell it. And so I let my son taste it before he went to school. He said, I don't like it. He said, but if you put ketchup on it. I was like, see? He has no appreciation. I got it this morning and slaved. Left my meat out, overnight, set my alarm for 3 a.m. to pick, get it from the counter and put it in the refrigerator and only to not have it appreciated. That's okay. That's okay. Nope. We have ketchup. And 4 flavors of barbecue sauce. Shout out to Richard. Richard says, Wendy, I love the show with the broken fax and phones. Ghetto, ghetto, ghetto. Yeah, Richard, this show does have a certain endearing quality. The fax machine, by the way, is broken today. I have no idea what is wrong with the fax machine. They're out in the hall trying to figure it out. The phones all work, but nobody's been answering the phones. All right, let's pick up the telephones. Let's see who's there. Because we have a moment. And then I'll just go into... Hello, hi, it's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. I'm just calling to see when you're going to have the trip.
Oh, we're not doing it today?
No?
No, we did it earlier.
Oh, okay.
On the Mark Jordan radio program.
Okay, well, it was nice talking to you anyway.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye. What is the word on the fax machine? Okay. All right.
Hello?
Line number, what line is this? 3. All right. This is, hey, Jazzy.
What's up?
Hey, so you want to talk about Pumpkin's letter?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Pumpkin. I mean, Jazzy. Okay, Jazzy, you have to turn your radio down. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Line number 7, Tamara's on. No, you wait. Hello, Jazzy.
Wendy,
Jazzy.
You calling me pumpkin?
No, I'm crazy. You know what I meant. You have your radio up and you're listening in the 8-second delay. Jazzy.
Okay. First of all, about that letter that she wrote to you, she just want to get an interview with you and she want to be known.
We want to hear from her, don't we?
Well, I do.
Okay.
But then I still don't think that was fair. You know what I'm saying? That she claimed that she tripped. We know from the fact that she got pushed.
Well, you know, I mean, we all saw what it was.
Okay, if that would happen to you, Wendy, and someone spit in your face, wouldn't you have a problem with that?
Yeah, I would divorce him, which is just what I did.
Okay, you divorced Flavor?
No, I divorced my ex-husband 10 years ago. As a matter of fact,
but spitting in your face,
12
right?
years ago. Oh, wait. Oh, I got to go, Jazzy. I got to go. I got to go. E40's here.
Oh, okay.
We only have... Yes, exactly,
You're so
Jazzy.
sweet.
Thank you. It's E40. Thank you, Jazzy. It's E40. Wow. Huge. How tall are you?
6'2".
He's 6'2". And... Wow.
What's cooking with it?
So welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
My dude.
Yes, ma'am.
So you are a little on the late side, and we only have a very few minutes on this break. You didn't even give me a chance to introduce you properly because I wanted to say to you, everybody get Humphy!
Hyphy.
Here come E40! The Captain Save-A-Ho!
That's right. I wrote the song, but I don't save them, though.
But let me ask you this. Getting Humphy.
Getting hyphy.
That means get a crack-a-lackin'?
Yeah, it's just, it's just energy. It's like the cousin of Crunk. You know? Just, you know what I mean? Just showcasing the flamboston.
Yeah. I love the words. The whole word
It's
thing.
everything. It's a whole culture.
Yeah.
You smell me? That's going on out in our own, in the Yay area.
Yeah.
Just us having phones amongst our area.
Yes.
And just try to spread it nationwide. Let everybody know anybody can be hyphy.
You have been affiliates. He's just getting here. Give me a little stretch on the break. You have been around for a bit of time. Are you still rocking with your cousin and your sister?
Yeah. Be expecting a Click album. Within the next year, you know what I mean? We on the case.
And what you're promoting right now is the Ghetto Report Card. That's your CD, which will be out in stores on the 14th of this month, right?
Yeah.
That's still the date. Very nice. You've been in the hip-hop game for a very long time. What is the difference between the Bay Area music and like that Los Angeles music?
Oh, well, you know what? We slowly but surely, you know what I mean? We fitting in. The hyphy movement is starting to spread over there in Los Angeles too, real tough. They spinning it on the radio and everything, but they got more bassy music, like more like musical instruments. We like to use a lot of percussion.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's just a little different, but we all hustlers and players. You smell me? It's gratifying.
Yes. And you're 39 years old, and you are an exec.
Take some off. You putting too much jelly on the biscuit.
Oh, well, it says...
Take a year off.
Oh, sorry.
I'm old enough to know better, but young enough to not care, man.
His showbiz age is 38. No, but I mean, you've been around, and you're still rhyming, but you're also the boss of your own record label.
That's right. I got Sick With It Records.
Which has got to feel really damn good. How long has that been around?
Sick With It Records was founded in 1987.
Okay.
You dig? We sold hundreds of thousands on the independent level. You know what I'm saying? I signed with Jive and I was with Jive for 10 years.
Yeah.
Now I'm with Sick With It. Now I'm with BME Warner Brothers. My personal deal. You know what I mean?
Yes.
As far as my label, I got distribution through Navarre. So that's what's cooking.
So, how long have you been a millionaire? Because I'm assuming that it's been a minute. I mean, if you've been around, you sold all those records back in 1987.
Yeah. You could say probably like 93.
Have you ever lost it all?
No. I just invest. I buy houses and stuff,
Yeah.
I figure you buy some property, you just can't lose.
What do? You buy them and you fix them up, or you buy them and you rent them out?
I got some where I rent them out, you know what I mean? Session 8.
Yes.
Then I got some, that I live, that I live in.
Yes.
And then I got some that I just flip. I like to flip track houses too,
Yes.
before they even develop in the first zone.
Yeah, gotcha.
You smell me?
Gotcha. So, how do you have children?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you married?
Yep.
Well, is that your wife right there?
Yep.
How you doing? Wow, couples be doing it for themselves. E40 and Miss 40 up in here too.
I've been with her since 1984. We've been married for 15 years.
She's kept up. Look at her.
High school sweethearts.
As attractive as she was the day you met her.
Look better than ever right now.
You know, a lot of the women, they lose it. You know what I'm saying, Miss 40. Got to keep your nails done and your waist tight. Even if you just do it for yourself. You know what I mean? Well, you all make a really dapper-looking couple. Is Miss 40 working in the camp, or is she just accompanying you today? Like, what does she do?
She got all kind of, she got her medical license, you know what I mean? And she do hair. Oh. But she don't, I just got her just being a wife.
Luxuriating.
Take care of my kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's it.
How many children do you all have?
I got 2.
Very nice.
We got 2. We got my oldest son just turned 18.
Wow.
You know what I mean? He do the music to make the youngsters out on our soil do the hyphy dance.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a producer and what have you.
Yeah, speaking of dances, you're responsible for a few dance crazes out there in Northern California, like the Spider Monkey, the Go Retarded. And
I ain't never heard of the Spider Monkey. You talking about the getting stupid, silly, nutty.
Is that it?
Retarded, go dummy, 18 dummy.
Your most famous thing to me is, outside of, some of the songs, because you've been around for so long, but your music is not quite an East Coast thing. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, there have been 1 or 2 songs here and there sprinkled without, but I think the biggest thing I've always known you for is the talk.
The talk. People know me
and
for my slang, and for my swagger and teaching the world how to pop their collar.
Yeah.
Being an independent, underground, selling tapes out the trunk of the car, undisputed king.
Right.
And for my start, stop, and go scoot type delivery flow. You smell me? It's like a lot of people be, they I ain't rapping too fast. They just be listening too slow.
Yeah. Who's your biggest competition on the West Coast and then nationally?
I don't consider there's any competition out there. I just do me. You know what I mean? I'm an innovator. I just do E40.
You still having fun with it?
Yes, ma'am. If I hit the lottery right now, I'ma still rap. Because I love it. It's just it's an art, and the world need to hear my message. I bring a lot to the rap game.
Isn't that lovely? That's wonderful. Who are some of your great friends that we know? Who are your famous friends? E40's in the studio, everybody. We're about to wrap this up in a moment.
Some of my inspiration.
Yeah. No, friends. People who call the house. Miss 40 answers the phone.
My partner Cat Williams. He out here right now. My partner Cat Williams and Lena. You know what I mean? Shout out to Cat.
We don't know them.
You don't know Money Mike? You don't know the comedian Cat Williams?
Cat Williams from Wild 'N Out.
Cat Williams from Wild 'N Out.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
From Friday.
Oh.
The Pimp.
Okay.
The Pimp. He played the Pimp in Friday.
Okay.
But that's one of my dudes. You smell me? He out here, so I'm shouting him out. It's good.
Yeah.
I got a lot of folks. You smell me?
It's got to feel really good for you to be in the game, of the game, but an elder statesman in the game. You're grounded, you, Miss 40, you got your children and all like that. Can you put on your headphones? Because I want to see if you still got a daddy. Now get that music bed of me knocking on my head, so this can be an original collaboration.
What I'm supposed to do?
Freestyle.
That's not what I do.
Why?
Because it's pay style on mine. I don't freestyle. I tell the whole world I don't freestyle. You smell me? I mean, I get down live.
Give us some poetry. Give us some crack-a-lack poetry. Go ahead.
What you mean poetry?
Crack-a-lack it.
You just got to talk to me. You just got to talk to me, and then, you know what I mean. And then I'm liable to make up something right here on the scene, but
I don't know. It's difficult. Yeah, it's difficult. Freestyling is not really freestyle anyway, because people come in with
you already know. Some of them be having premeditated heat already in their head,
most
and they just mix it up. Yeah. But a lot of cats can't go though. Yeah. I just do my penmanship, man. I pimp my pen.
I like that.
Smell me?
I like that you admit it. A lot of people wouldn't admit it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then they do something they've been practicing for weeks in the lab.
But I respect those who can freestyle. Yeah. You smell me? I respect those who can freestyle and got good penmanship.
Yeah.
You smell me? That can really write songs. You smell me?
No.
That's what I do. I write songs.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for coming in. By the way, you know what? You do, I think that you and Missy Elliott together.
We'll be a cold combination.
Miss 40's nodding and
she always say that. She been saying that. I just probably need to probably come together like Siamese twins.
You all do have a very different style.
Collaborate. We'll be a fool.
Yeah, definitely you would be. I want to thank you for coming in. It's very nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
The new CD is called The Ghetto Report Card. It's E40. It's in stores on March 14th. Go out and pick that up. Captain Savaho. Hyphy.
Hyphy.
Everybody get hyphy.
I'm the originator of the song Captain Saberho. If y'all hear it, I made that in 1993. That's why she keeps screaming it.
Yeah.
It's gratifying.
Well, thank you very much, sir, for coming through.
Much
Good
love
luck
to
with
you.
the new CD. Everybody keep it where you got it. It's the experience.
Wendy, man.
I've been talking to this young lady. She called me at home and I was listening to your show, and she says that she doesn't know any straight guys that listen to the Wendy Williams show.
No, plenty of straight guys listening to the show.
All right, so yeah.
Ow.
So what should I tell her? Just
tell her
how you doing.
The Wendy Williams experience.
This just in. A 37-year-old daycare worker was arrested for allegedly raping and sexually abusing a 4-year-old boy, police say. The worker works at Vita Daycare Center on 128th Street in Queens. According to investigators, the boy reported at least 3 occasions of sexual abuse and rape while in the daycare center. Authorities say the suspect did confess to police. However, they say she blames the victim for coming on to her. She is currently being held at the Child Abuse Squad in Queens. We can talk about this and more at the top of the hour, the bonus hour of the Wendy Williams Experience on WBLS.
Listen to that vibe.
Yo, did you catch this flashback?
Whitney Houston at the 2006 Winter Olympics.
Oh, you all are no damn good. That's why I love you. Thank you so much for helping me make this mess what it is. It's the Wendy Williams Experience. Doggone it. I want to thank my very special guest for coming in today. Shout out to E40. Thank you for coming through, my man. Don't forget to check out his CD. It'll be in stores on March 14th. It's called The Ghetto Report Card. The man has been in the game for a long time. And he was here with his wife, Miss 40, real nice looking woman. And she didn't want him to hop that plane to New York by himself, though. She's right here on the set with him. I hear that. Also, thank you very much to Lisa and Miki Barber, the twin track stars. We'll be seeing both of you girls, a lot of places, hopefully on Got Milk commercials, back at the Olympics when it comes around again in 2010, and a plethora of other places. But most importantly, we'll see you girls in Puerto Rico, where you'll be partying and having a great time with us. And last but certainly not least, it's Ghostface Killer. He was in the studio earlier today. I love me some Tony Stark's boy. His CD, Fish Scale, will be in stores on March 28th. He is embarking on probably the biggest solo tour that he's had in his career to date. He's focused. He has not smoked weed in about 2 years, and we talked about that, as well as a bunch of other stuff. And he, too, will be in Puerto Rico, by the way. So if you purchased a trip or if you want a trip, we'll see you in Puerto Rico. The Wendy Williams Experience, Steve Harvey. We're going to be doing it, as Ray J would say, doing it real big. You know, he says that so much that it's almost become his phrase. Like, does anybody say doing it real big anymore? And then Ray J says it and it just sounds crazy and wow, yesterday. But we'll be doing it real big, as Ray J would still say. Hey, Ray J, if you'd like to book a trip to Puerto Rico, we're leaving March 30th. We're coming back April 2nd. It's going to be fabulous. We're staying at the 5-star El Conquistador Hotel. Call and ask about the trip, and then you might want to swipe your credit card. It's sheer travel. If you're listening right now, you can certainly come on this trip if you'd like. Sheer Travel is booking the trip. They're out of New York. The telephone number is toll free, though, 888-212-4534. 888-212-4534. And a shout out to you, Miss Keisha Cole. We'll see you in Puerto Rico as well. She didn't come by today, but couldn't shout out our other guests without shouting at Keisha Cole. Hey, Tia Mowry, everybody, has got a new comedy pilot that she did. You know, like, the weird thing is, when I was pregnant, at one point, I didn't end up having the baby. Anyway, I lost the baby at 5 months, but I found out that it was a little girl. And Philly, you might remember this. I just always thought that Tia and Tamara, you got it, were such great role models for young girls. And I had our little girl's future already plotted out, and who I wanted her to watch, outside of mommy and her cousins and aunts and stuff like that. Tia and Tamara Mowry. So I had all the tapes of Sister, so that my little girl could watch that. Anyway, it's just all too much to talk about now. But they'll always mean something to me because I have a collection of Sister that my son will never be interested in. However, I had you all geared up to be little role models for my little girl. Anyway, Tia Mowry has been casted in a new comedy pilot for the CW, the new network. It's called, the pilot's called The Game. And she's going to play the role of Melanie in the comedy about a woman the comedy is about the women in the lives of professional football players. Apparently there was somebody else cast for the role, but she's been replaced by Tia. I don't like any of this to be a comedy. I got to tell you something. There's nothing comical about women in the lives of. You're not going to be able to tell us anything in 30 minutes with the kids watching that we care about seeing. Mm-hmm. We want what really goes on, and we know what really goes on. Rita Ewing wrote Home Court Advantage, and that was about the NBA, but that's about all we needed to know. We can make a blanket statement. Hey, Rita, from your book, that's Patrick Ewing's ex-wife, a real cute girl. She's going on. She's got a very successful bookstore in Harlem, Human Bookstores. Hey, Rita, just through reading your book, Home Court Advantage, I think it's safe to say we can make a blanket statement about every sports player and their lives and their wives and all like that. That book is crazy. And that book came out like 6 years ago. I got to tell you something. To this date, Rita, next to Wendy's Got the Heat and the Wendy Williams Experience, and they're only my favorites for obvious reasons. Your book, baby, Home Court Advantage by Rita Ewing. Legendary. Hey, if you get a chance, you can go on my website, The Wendy Williams Experience. And today's people poll question, have you ever tossed a salad? Ladies, this is for you. It's not for the men, it's for the women. That's when you take but you put that where? You do it back there. Yeah.
Back there.
Mm-hmm. That's toss the salad. And I don't want to ask the men because then we get the stats mixed up. Men, I'll do you the next day. But please let this be about the ladies. Ladies, have you ever tossed a salad? Okay. You could just answer yes or no. Wow. Yesterday's question, by the way, was, do you think Busta Rhymes was wrong for still attempting to shoot the Touch It remix video? And 34% of you said yes, but 66% of you all said absolutely not. The man has still got an album to promote. So, is there anybody on hold for a last minute ta-ta? Okay, let's do it. Hello. Ooh, I'm sorry.
Put that where? Back there.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Wow, this was just delivered to me. MTV's The Shop, episode 5, Bobby Brown visits. Ooh. Oh, see. Tonight in the Pink Room after the show, we'll be screening 4 episodes of Surreal Life and The Shop featuring Bobby Brown. Right. All right, who's on the phone? Hi.
Wendy.
Hi.
I'm calling because I just wanted to say that I am just flabbergasted by the performance of Wendy that Whitney did at the Olympics. And I was curious if you were still going to meet with Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston during their next family taping of that show.
Probably not. and I'll tell you why. And, I feel, for obvious reasons. Like, do you think I was wrong when there were plenty of people already talking about that performance?
To be honest with you, you're the first person I heard it from, and I'm just happy I heard it because I thought that she was on recovery and she was getting better.
Nobody said that she's not better. I didn't say that. You're talking.
You're right.
But can I just ask you something?
Sure.
You know that Bobby and I forged a relationship.
Yes.
But you also know what I do for a living.
Yes.
And I've tried. Was I wrong to play that?
I think you were doing your job telling the news and what's fit to print. I mean, it was out there. You're doing your job.
I haven't said anything sideways about it.
No, you haven't. You've actually allowed other people to form their own opinions.
Yeah.
So I thank you for giving me your opinion, at least about in a way that didn't damage your career.
It's not even my career. Like, I guess, if I were Bobby, I'd stick with my wife too.
Yeah.
But you got to understand, as a human being, part of me feels like a heel because Bobby and I did something, but his wife just did something.
Right, exactly.
Oh my God, do you all wonder why I'm crazy? I am always having a war in my head. I'm going home to fight with myself.
You should. Thank you very much, Wendy.
Thank you. I love you all for listening. God willing, we'll be together again tomorrow. Damn you. Bye.
These party people. See you later. Cause I'm saying bye-bye.
Good night. Program complete.
I got to tell you something. That, and he's the first one of you all to mention it. I mean, I got one other piece of correspondence about it, and the person said, well, Wendy, I guess your relationship with Bobby is off now that you played that piece with Whitney. And that's it. But the person also said, P.S., thanks for playing it. I had never heard it before. I don't watch the Olympics. I feel... You don't understand. And this is the first time I'm talking about it to you guys. I'm sure Hollywood and Taryn are happy because I've been chewing their ear off talking about it every day. Every time we play it, I'm like, you guys don't stop laughing. Like, you guys, what do you think? And then Trevor, he's very talented. He goes and he does the production all for the show and stuff. But look, he chops it up and he's already made it flashbacks and, puts that on it. Taryn in the background chuckling. What? I'm trying to keep a straight face. Ugh. Oh, I'll deal with the rest of it in therapy. Look, never you mind. The bonus hour is coming up. We're going to talk about the real world tranny who's gotten back to me about, the procedure. We'll talk about Kanye West shooting. We'll talk about the daycare worker raping the 4-year-old allegedly. And we'll talk about the lawsuit with Howard Stern. We'll talk about whatever it is that you all want to talk about. We can go any which way. Oh, gosh. I just feel awful. I do. All right, let's continue with the break. And the bonus hour of the Wendy Williams Experience is coming up next on WBLS. What do you, please. Come on. Watch when she puts the stank on it. Wait, watch. Here it is. Oh, boy. Damn you all. You're all going to hell. It's WBLS. Hi, everybody. It's me, Wendy Williams, to talk to you about weight loss and then to try to get you to call LA Weight Loss because I'm telling you, this is a plan that works and you don't have to suffer. Ladies, I'm talking to you now. Are you like me? Because when I was heavier, you know what I used to do? I used to buy handbags because handbags you can't gain too much weight or lose too much weight for. They always look nice with everything. And then I used to cover myself with these big tents, going to the big tall shops, buying size 3X, wearing that big shirt over your jeans, hiding everything. But the handbag was always a 10. Listen, you can do better for yourself. Why not be a 10 all across the board? Call LA Weight Loss. Lose the weight and feel great. Lose the weight and not worry anymore about the way he touches you. Oh gosh, I remember all too well. The fat under the bra strap. Don't hug me there. Don't touch me there. If I get out of bed and drag the sheet with me, he won't notice all the fat. I know. I've been there. And probably so is your weight loss counselor at LA Weight Loss. Listen, everybody on the program gets a weight loss counselor. You too. LA Weight Loss, let them help you. 1-800-448-TRIM. 1-800-448-TRIM. Listen, handbags are nice, but they shouldn't be the only thing in your wardrobe.
Let's take some calls from the request line. Caller number one.
Earlier today, she talked to radio host Wendy Williams.
Dateline's Hoda Kotb talks with New York radio DJ Wendy Williams.
Earlier this year on Wendy Williams' New York radio show.
Wendy Williams is a national syndicated radio personality. Jimmy's guest tonight, Wendy Williams.
Why is Wendy Williams fast becoming the queen of all media?
She's made her mark making celebrities extremely uncomfortable on her popular New York radio show. She's got a TV show on VH1. Please welcome troublemaker Wendy Williams.
Oh, my Lord. Am I ready for this day? That was the most erratic, weird interview I've ever heard.
The Wendy Williams Experience. Since you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready?
How long is this bonus hour going to last? I'm getting addicted.
No, let me tell you. I love this extra hour.
Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, yo, check this out. It's Wendy, man.
Here it is.
It's the bonus hour on the Wendy Williams Experience.
107.5 WBLS, New York.
I know you're here on the radio. Dawn B. I know you see her on the TV, though. Wendy. I know you see her in Demetria first. Yeah. Georgia Pacelli at the comedy show. Oh, I know you're here on the radio. Southside. I know you see her on the TV, though. I know you see her in Demetria first. Sipping Georgia Pacelli at the comedy show. If the Hennessy don't come to the hood, word to Kevin, man, I drink champagne now. Georgia Pacelli. If I'm starting off early, I listen to Wendy. Used to do it 2 to 6, now it's 2 to 7. Here's a toast to life. Miss Williams, you made it. Got the checks rolling in, now you're syndicated. See you in Southside. In Demetria furs with the Bentley outside looking so superb. Word. The blueprint was laid at the think table. We can ball out, making and drinking the pink label. 107.5, baby, we so live. Wendy is the diva and they call me the Don. I pop my collar cause I'm cool as the fawn. Baby, your song got the heat, got my ear to the street like VH1. State to state, how we take the cake. On the grind, every day is how the paper get made. Hey, I know you're here on the radio. Wendy, I know you see her on the TV though. Wendy, I know you see her in Demetria first. Sipping Georgia Pacelli at the comedy show. Oh,
that's Don B. You know, he slipped that to me. And thank you, Don B. He's from Queens. I ran into him in the liquor store. Well, I ran into him at Rochdale Winery where he was picking up some Pacelli and passed me he said, I did you a song. Thank you, Don B. That's nice. Well, everybody, how are you good people doing? It's towards the end of the day. Before I get started, I would like to shout out once again to the Clifton, New Jersey Police Department, particularly the officer who assisted a big black man in a green car late last night into the early mornings, actually early this morning. Thank you very much, officers. And shout out again to the Clifton cops. Don B on the theme song. He slipped in. I know you see her on VH1. Hollywood Press the Crickets. But let me just tell you something about Wendy Williams on Fire on VH1. It's not just me and VH1 because our deal is done. But then the bigger business, which is always the paperwork and the longevity. I mean, the longness of taking a deal to get done. And that's between VH1 and BLS. You know, so that they can, you know, shoot up here and stuff like that. And I got a telephone call last night from D.C., which is where our main council is. I mean, it's here on 3 Park Avenue, but it's also in D.C., and they have to sign off on everything. And I got the phone call, Wendy, you'll be happy to know we've signed off on VH1. Wow. No more back and forth. Now we get to the production. Yeah, all paperwork is done. Yeah, so shout out to my VH1 family. Still doing it. Real small, but it's about to be real big, right, y'all? Oh, this is the story of my life. So let's get right to the telephones. First, I wanted to recap before we get to the phones. I'm very disturbed about this woman who's being accused of sexually molesting a 4-year-old. And this crazy woman is saying that she did it because the 4-year-old came on to her. This is breaking news. I just got this. She's 37 years old. She's a daycare worker, and she was arrested for allegedly raping and sexually abusing a 4-year-old boy, the cops say. The woman works at the VEDA, V-E-D-A, the VEDA Daycare Center on 128th Street in Queens. According to the cops, the little boy reported at least 3 occasions of sexual abuse and rape while at the daycare center. And now the authorities say that the suspect did confess to the cops. However, they say she blamed the victim for coming on to her. And she's currently being held at the Child Abuse Squad in Queens. Let me at her. Oh, my God. This is just terrible. So I'm sure Brenda and Harry will be on it tonight on the UPN 9 News, talking about that story. Hey, Megan. Hey, Giovanna.
Hey.
I like that Giovanna Deere pick. Remember, like we met her. She actually came here when she was brand new to the city. Now I see her. She's got her on and popping. Yeah. Okay, so let me see. Where do we go? Vince is on line number 6. He's from Long Island. He wants to talk about Whitney Houston. The computer says that you say, "What's the problem? I had you dying, Vince?"
Yeah, you have me crack it up, Wendy.
Vince, that's not a comedy piece.
It is to me, man. She's horrible.
Vince.
Yes.
You're going to hell.
Wendy, come on. Now, you know you really want to comment on it.
With gasoline draws.
Come on, Wendy. Come on. Just say a little bit more so I can just really just fall out, because you really had me dying just a minute ago.
No, you know what? I'll be honest with you, Vince. There's nothing more that I want to say about it because I've been there. You know a bit of my history.
Yeah.
And while it wasn't that bad, it could have been, but for the grace of God.
You're right.
And so oh, hell, on a scale of 1 to 10, that was a 0.
Thank you, Wendy.
Wow.
Thank you. You're my girl. Thank you. Come on, just give me some more, because she was horrible. Let's be real.
Well, we decided to put the spin on it today by playing the good one and then that one.
I know. I didn't even believe that was her.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. No, that's not her.
Yeah.
But then when you really comment on it, I was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
And you just had me dying. I was sitting here cracking up as I was driving home.
All right, Vince, enough of that. Damn you.
All right, Wendy.
Bye, Vince.
You take it easy.
Okay. Danielle is on line number 5. Danielle?
No, this is Colleen.
Oh, Colleen. Okay. So Colleen's on line number 5. She's 38. And she says, don't feel bad. Whitney sounds horrible.
Yeah, well.
Turn your radio down, Colleen.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm here.
Talk to me.
Wendy.
Yes.
Oh, I'm calling to just relieve you of all your guilt right now. Wendy, you would be the first one. If Whitney was singing her butt off, you would be the first one to say Whitney was singing her butt off.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay? It is what it is.
Thank you, Colleen.
Isn't that you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So there, your guilt just went directly out the window, because if Whitney was singing phenomenally, you would be the first one to toot her horn and climb to the tallest branch and sing her praises.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
No.
You can't do that. And you're always truthful and you're always upfront, and that's what we love about you.
Ugh. Thanks, Colleen.
Really? Really? And if Bobby doesn't like it, Bobby needs to listen to the tape again.
Oh, damn you, Trev Hollywood, I'm going to kill you.
I'm saying. They're good.
Thank you.
Listen up.
Thank you, Colleen.
We have news for you. It is what it is.
Thank you, Colleen.
Love you, Wendy.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I like when she swallows. Did she swallow already? No, she just put the stank on it. Yeah. In her mind, she was like, I'm going to show him. I'm going to put the remix on it. All right, so Danielle then is on line number 4, and she's 38, and she... Oh, you're talking about Whitney Houston also?
Yeah.
Hi, Danielle. Go ahead.
No, I just have a problem with it, and I think you should feel bad.
I do.
It's embarrassing to her. This woman is 41 years old.
Yeah.
And she still has a problem, but to make it a soundbite and to keep playing it over and over, I think is embarrassing. I mean, you're my girl, and Whitney is definitely my girl, but I don't think it needs to be broadcasted that this woman still has a problem. And to continuously play it, I think is more embarrassing.
Yeah,
and
Hollywood.
that's my only. That's I listen to you every day, but I do have a problem with continuously embarrassing her.
You're right.
And you're in the beginning when you come on that says, "Oh, Wendy troublemaker." I think that does cause a lot of trouble. We don't need to, keep embarrassing our own brothers and sisters, and I think that's what it does.
I didn't push her out on the stage.
No, but you know what? She does have a problem, and it's so sad for someone to have everything and then to wind up like this. True, people. They do recuperate. You understand.
I know.
But it does not have to be broadcasted continuously over and over.
Yeah, Taryn. It doesn't have to be broadcasted over and over. Oh, my gosh! Oh, Danielle! Damn you! I hate you all. Thank you, Danielle.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I keep throwing so much nonsense with this show.
There's too much crap goes on in this show. I love it, but I hate it. Tamika's on line number 1, and she's from Patterson, and she says her twin sister stole her identity, and she wants to know what she should do. Tamika?
Yes, hi.
You've got to be kidding me. I was always under the impression that there were no two people who could be closer than twins.
Yes. Well, my sister is... We're 25. We're twins. We've been twins,
all your lives.
We've been grown. We've been very, very close up until I moved to college. Then when I went off to college, things we went our separate ways. She got pregnant. She started to have kids, and I didn't.
Oh.
And she was always like some type of problem child. Like she always had a lot of issues in school, and I was always a good child, always on a roll and everything.
Oh.
So once we got of age and I got my license and she didn't, she just began to get tickets in my name. She used checks of mine.
Wow. Well, I think you should call the cops.
And I went through the whole process, but then I started feeling guilty because it is my twin, and no one else, is there for her. Like, she has no one because she's so grimy to people, so no one's around with her, no one's there with her, so therefore I feel like I have no choice but to be a sister to her and to love her.
So how far into stealing your identity has she done? I mean, has she ruined you?
As a man, yes, because I'm in the medical field. I've finished schooling, and I'm a pharmacy technician as well as CNA, and I've done all these things, and now I can't get a job in my field because I can't get past the background check.
Oh, my God. What does your mom say?
My mom has passed away. It's just us. It's just me and her.
Oh. Wow. I don't know what to tell you. On one hand, I want to say press charges, throw her in jail. And on the other hand, I want to say, figure out a way to clean up your credit, keep your, have your social security number changed and never give it to her again.
And I tried that. They telling me the only way that I can do this is if she turns herself in. Because we've been to court. I've pressed the charges, which wasn't really pressing charges, but I let them know that wasn't me who received the tickets and used all the checks and all the other stuff. And they know that it wasn't me. They know that it was her. She went to court. She pleaded guilty. But once she got out on bond, she just stayed out. She never went back. And now I'm dealing with all this. And I do speak with her. She calls me. I call her back. We have some type of friendship, but I can't deal with this because it's hindering me. It's definitely hindering me, stopping me from doing all the things that I need to be doing.
Well, maybe if you got the book thrown at her, it forced her to grow up real quick. I don't know what to tell you.
Then again, I think then the kids come into effect because
yes.
she had my nieces and nephews.
I know. Well, damn, I don't know what to tell you except be forthright with the people who are doing a background check. You have this no good twin who has stolen your identity. Your mother passed away, and that's all I mean, my heart would bleed if I was an employer, as long as you qualified for the job, as long as what I see on the resume and I called your references, I might make an exception and waive it, understanding that your credit report's not that great because you're.
I honestly wish that was the case, but just recently, just this week, I applied for a Walgreens position. Everything was fine. I went into the interview. The guy offered me the job on the spot, and it was great. Everything was fine. The drug test passed. Everything was fine until the background came up, and I explained to him I have court records and everything, and he's still saying that that's not acceptable. That there's nothing he can do because what came up in the background check is what he has to go by.
Let me just go to an expert, a twin. Hollywood, you're a twin. You heard this girl's story. Just in 5 seconds, what would you do?
Just like you said, just be forthright.
Be forthright with the employers. Yeah, the Walgreens man he might have let you go, and you might hear that more than you'll hear. Yes, you've got the job, but all you need is 1 or 2 jobs. So continue applying for jobs. Continue forging ahead. I'm sorry to hear about this. This is terrible. Let me just go back to Hollywood because he's a twin. You wouldn't throw the book, have her arrested, prosecuted? Oh, okay, so you would. And then you take the kids on yourself? Yeah. Okay, Hollywood, my producer, my head of production, who's also a twin, said that he would have arrest and prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, take the kids in himself.
She has 4 kids.
Oh, my, at 25.
Hold up.
Kids. How many babies' fathers is that?
I'll take that back.
4.
4 babies' fathers. Wow.
No, I'll take it all back.
He takes it all back because wow.
See, I'm caught between a rock and a hard
Yeah,
spot.
I don't know what to tell you what to do. I have no idea. Get yourself an attorney. What is an attorney going to do? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Tamika. I'm sorry for hearing this. I've got to go.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye. I mean, if you all have a suggestion, feel free to call. Darren's on line number 3. He wants to talk sports. He knows I know nothing about sports, but I do know, Darren, that Allen Iverson was banned from the Olympic team. I do know that.
Okay, you don't have any idea why he was banned?
Could be image. He's been on the Olympic team before, though, right?
Mm-hmm. But you think it could be a race thing?
With the NBA?
Do you think the race card might have anything to do with it?
Well, I don't know the rest of the lineup. What, the rest of the team? There's no black people on the team?
Oh, I don't know. I just heard that, he's not going to be on the U.S. Olympic team.
Yeah, well,
2008.
There is no NBA without the black players. And so I don't see it as being a race thing. It could be, the bad boy thing. Maybe they're trying to clean up the Olympic team and what it's there. I have no idea. Maybe he wasn't good enough.
I don't know. It sounds like what they did with the NBA with the dress code. If they're trying to clean it up,
right. Well, and Allen Iverson was one of the people who spoke out about he's not being a part of that dress code. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's it. I don't know, D.
I don't know, man. Maybe a fourth person might know.
You want me to call somebody in on our conversation?
Like somebody from like a ESPN or somebody from ESPN or something, or
well, okay, a sports person. Okay, you said sports person. Well, a sports person. I'm sure that you're listening. Can you please call and shed some light on why Allen Iverson's not on the U.S. Olympic team? As long as Darren mentioned it, I'd be interested also. 866-GET-WENDY. Feel free to dial. Thank you, Darren.
Oh, you're welcome.
Bye-bye. Okay, you guys. The new Real World Atlanta. First of all, let me get to the Kanye West shooting. Okay, because I don't want you all to think that Kanye West was shot, although I had to over-dramatize the headline, just like journalists do, in order to pull you in. I believe I teased it. The Kanye West shooting, when I said we'll talk about what's coming up on the bonus hour. I said the real world tranny, the Kanye West shooting, and the daycare worker raping a 4-year-old. Keep it here. The bonus hour's next, see? They all use that. This title pulls you in. What happened, though? 2 bouncers were shot and wounded during a Kanye West concert as a matter of fact, last night over in England. Mm-hmm. The police said the shooting took place after after the bad guy tried to gain entrance without he and his friends. None of them had tickets, so they were escorted out of the arena. And one of the bouncers is currently in the hospital in serious condition after being shot. Are you ready with this one? In the face. So the cops are looking for a black man between the age of 18 and 22, 5'10", slim with a mustache and braided hair. Police have stressed that they're not treating it as a gang-related incident over there. The man who did the shooting entered the venue and was ejected, and that he returned and shot two of the bouncers. He was with a black woman, his gangsta boo. And so the officers were shot between 4 and 8 times. The second security guard has already been released from the hospital. He was grazed. One man and one woman have been arrested. The detectives, though, have asked anyone who saw anything unusual at the concert to come forward. Well, apparently the people arrested were not the actual shooter and the gangsta boo, but there has been an arrest made. Terrible. Okay, so before we go into the real world tranny, did you guys hear about the student at the elementary school? Excuse me. Did you hear about the teacher at the Eagleswood Elementary School? I don't know where Eagleswood is, but we can all either relate or get a chuckle from this, or it's a sign of the times. The teacher used to be Mr. Macbeth, and now, after undergoing a sex change, 71-year-old Lily Macbeth is ready to return to teaching. The children will call him Miss Macbeth. Yes.
Ow.
That's so confusing for the kids. I think I would, as a man, if you want to be a woman and you're going to be teaching in the same school, maybe you go in being called, you're Mr. Johnson all along. When you come back, why don't you be Mr. or Mrs. Simmons, Miss Simmons? You have a likeness to Mr. Johnson, but you're not Mr. Johnson, you're Miss Simmons. And then you could say something like, I am the twin sister, Mr. Macbeth, went on to teach in Toronto, and I'm taking over the class. The Board of Education would go along with something like that. I mean, this is all very confusing. There was criticism from parents. The school board had a meeting, and they made the decision to allow Mr. Macbeth to resume teaching. It was a 2-hour public debate and then a private meeting with Ms. Macbeth and her lawyers. The board took no action. Here's what Ms. Macbeth says. This is magnificent. I saw democracy in action. Ms. Macbeth is a retired sales executive who was married for 33 years and had 3 children as a man. At 71 years old, Mr. Macbeth underwent gender assignment surgery last year and reapplied for his old post as a her and reapplied under a new name just to get the job fair and square. And she got it. Got her old job back. As a parent, what do? Do you take your kid out of the class? Do you, open your heart? Because, hey, it's the times in which we live. What do you do? I'll take phone calls on that also. I'd be glad to. Oh, this is somebody who called behind the scenes regarding the sports, so we don't need any more sports calls. Hollywood just handed this to me right off the warm line while I was talking to you about Mr. Macbeth, Miss Macbeth. There's no need for AI because he's a shooting guard. They already have Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant. Oh, that's pretty simple. All right, thanks. Sports talk is done. Let's talk tranny talk. Let's talk sex change talk, though. I mean, what do you do? All right. There are 4 people in the room. I don't know what grade this is, but it's Inglewood Elementary School, so we'll call it 3rd grade. Would you allow your 3rd grader to continue with this school in Miss Macbeth's class? Raise your hand. Scott, you're scratching. Hey, Scott, Howard's been sued. I know. Let me do that story now as long as you're in here.
Sweet.
CBS yesterday sued Howard Stern, his agent, and Sirius Satellite Radio, claiming multiple breaches of his contract while Howard was still working at CBS Radio here in New York. It's 92.3 K-Rock. Not anymore. I think that the only reason why they're suing is because David Lee Roth isn't doing crap. Elvis and JV, they might have something there. But let's face it, it's not the midday show that drives the station. It's the morning show. And I have no doubt that the whoever's in the afternoon is not doing it because I'm here. Not bad. Not bad, Booker. Not bad. But the morning show is losing. David Lee Roth is just... It's a 43-page document. CBS is claiming that Howard ran afoul of his radio contract by talking about But he called it It's not his fault that we all understood what he meant when he He wasn't saying serious. Well, he and his agent Don Buchwald, they say in the lawsuit, Howard promoted his Sirius deal while he and his agent, benefited financially from him doing so. Well, the more the more people sign up for Sirius, the more people get, you know what I mean? So directly.
But they knew anyway.
They knew. Everybody already knew. Here's Howard's quote. I'm pretty sick of it. I don't like it. Okay, now about the real world tranny. This is some kind of show, isn't it? This is some kind of broadcast here, boy, I'll tell you. Always. Crazy thing is that I had a couple of things to do today, and I wanted to lead who I was meeting with astray, bamboozle him a bit. I wanted to be anything but the picture of toe talk and tranny talk and stuff. So I have a nice, sensible, low slung ponytail, and I look like Sandy D from Grease or something like that. All right, I got a nice flare skirt. All I need is that poodle at the bottom, a nice turtleneck covering everything up, a 1-inch kitten heels, which I never wear. Like, I hate low shoes, but I have these on because I was trying to do something, and I was trying to be anything but. The nuttiness that we share together. It's very, very difficult. Because people automatically, they have, all kinds of a toes to toe. How you doing? All these preconceived notions, thanks to this damn radio show. So I gotta fight the power and do everything but be that person. Well, yes. Remember when I met Jennifer Lopez on the red carpet on VH1? Do you remember how tight her lips was? Damn. I said, Jennifer, how are you? She said, hello, Wendy. Why, fine, thank you. And her lips were all tight. Like, all of a sudden, she was knighted by the Queen of England or something. I'm like, what the hell is this? She was a totally different person. That's me. In this outfit, I was trying to, and then even my presentation earlier when I was reading, hello, why, fine, thank you. Yes, why, fine, thank you. And how are you today? Mm-hmm. How are you today? Not how you doing. Not, hey, what's up? Not, Why, how are you today? Well, fine, thank you. Well, I think that as a committee, we need to, and perhaps we need to redirect our focus to this. Well, this is what we need to do. All right, let's all put our heads together and we'll reconvene next week. All right, now, it's almost 2:00. I've got to scurry. You all have a lovely day. And so,
And then you get here?
And then I get here. The Comedy Club tonight. The Laugh Factory. Hey, Wendy, this is the Real World Tranny. I heard you ask about my process, such as, all right, let me just back it up. Last week during bonus hour, during the advice hour, rather, I read a letter from a guy who is a tranny who is going to be on the new Real World Atlanta. I don't know when that starts actually showing on TV and whatnot. I just know that said person has undergone gender assignment different from what we're used to, because we're so used to hearing men that become women. This is a woman who became a man. So she had to get it chopped off, tucked in, and, the whole woman plumbing thing. So she used to be lovers with a guy from Melrose Place. We've already pegged it to be Grant Show. Oh my gosh, she mentions it in here. I also told my ex, the Melrose actor Grant Show, that I did the surgery, and he was very supportive. We decided to start dating again. He'll be in Atlanta. Oh, I'll be in Atlanta shooting until August, and I'm going to miss your show very, very much. So give me a big, how you doing? And I hope you watch me on the show. Oh, I will be watching. But look, I had questions. Like, for instance, when you're a woman. Wait a minute. I got it confused when I first introduced this to you. Is a woman who wants to become a man. So my questions were swirling in my mind last week as I was reading the facts. I'm like, how many inches do you request? Because literally now you can start requesting stuff. So here he is back. He says, hey, Wendy, this is the Real World Tranny. I heard you ask about my process, such as my private parts. Well, I'm about 6.5 inches. I didn't want to go too big, seeing as though the bigger the skin transfer, the more dangerous it could be, etc. I have very sensitive and pleasurable sensations, and I ejaculate in gushers when I please myself. I haven't actually tried it out on somebody, if you know what I mean. Second, I thought about it, and along with your advice, I'm heading off to Atlanta this Saturday for the show. I cannot wait. Problem is that she got approved for Real World as a she. She underwent her operation once she was approved, and now she's a he. So she was asking me, or he was asking me, should she just spring it on them at the house? And should he get in touch with Grant Show? And so I did yes on all accounts. I mean, it's your time. It's your time. Yes. Be a man. We have to go into a break. All right, you're handing me my station business. Before we go into the break, can I talk? No, I'd rather do it now. Okay, Terrence, Josh, and Mio, can you guys please hold on for a moment? I'm going to talk to you guys after the break, but I have to tell everybody about St. Ives Whipped Silk. I mean, the winter's great, but it's hard on your skin. You know that. The holidays were great, but that's part of winter, and that's hard on your skin. Now that all that stuff is over, have you noticed that you've lost something in your skin? Yeah. Well, if you want to get it back, you need to check out St. Ives Whipped Silk. It's a lotion, and it's fabulous, and it's affordable. Whipped silk from St. Ives makes even the driest part of your body feel soft and silky all over again. It's really light. It's really absorbent. As a matter of fact, it absorbs very fast into your skin. It's not greasy. Even the dispenser is different. It gives lotion a whipped look and feel. Look at the dispenser. Fabulous St. Ives. I love the St. Ives products, and so does the U.S. ski and snowboard team, because St. Ives is proud sponsors. You know what their skin goes through. Try St. Ives for touchable, silky, smooth skin. St. Ives. Thank you. This hour of the show is sponsored by Wells Fargo Home Mortgage. And a quick reminder that WBLS is a proud sponsor of the GED Connection. Get the extra help you need by watching the GED Connection on Channel 13. The GED Connection can help you out, a little extra something with your math and your writing and your reading. It comes on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 a.m. with a repeat at 12:30 p.m. For more information about what's going on here at WBLS, feel free to log on to our website at WBLS.com. And a reminder to you that we are in business for 35 years serving our community. I'm real proud of that. I remember BLS when I was a little kid. I know many of you do also. All right, so we're going to take the break and we'll be back. Now that station business is cleared and we've done everything, it's all about you guys on the phone and the gossip. Keep it where you got it. It's Wendy until 7 on WBLS. Oh, damn you. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. WBLS presents the WBLS Diet Pepsi Getaway and Play Trip a Day.
Get aboard JetBlue Airways. Sincerely, JetBlue.
March 30th through April 2nd at the luxurious 5-star El Conquistador Resort and Country Club in Puerto Rico.
Lose yourself in the vibrant beauty of this grand hotel.
Perched on a 300-foot cliff overlooking the Atlantic and Caribbean Oceans. Relax and be pampered at the Golden Door Spa, El Con's tranquil path to inner and outer peace. Oh, hell, let's get to the point. We're going to party. We're going to have fun. I got DJ Quad coming from Jersey and JC Jace coming from Brooklyn and SNS coming from uptown. We're leaving nothing to chance. Keisha Coles is going to be entertaining us, and I need you to be at my private island party. It's Palomino Island. It's in Puerto Rico, and we're going to get down.
Sponsored by Bally's Total Fitness. Meet your potential. The Universal Circus, back in the tri-state area, and Benjamin Rugg and Home Furniture Designs in Secaucus, New Jersey.
So listen to the Steve Harvey Morning Show each weekday morning at 7:15 a.m. He's going to tell you the next time you can call in and win.
Be the correct caller and pack your bags for the WBLS Getaway and Plane Trip a Day to the El Conquistador Resort in Puerto Rico. Or call Sheer Travel 1-888-212-4534 and book your trip to join us.
It's the WBLS Trip a Day Getaway.
Courtesy of Diet Pepsi. Light, crisp, refreshing.
And the station giving you fun in the sun.
107.5 WBLS.
WBLS and the New York City Department of Health encourage you to quit smoking. Call 311 for more information.
Wait, hold up. You never met me. You don't know me. You ain't been in my house. You don't live with me. You don't sleep with me. You don't do shit with me but talk about me. Watch what you say. That's all, baby girl. That's all I'm asking you is watch what the you say.
The Wendy Williams Experience.
I don't want to play anything like that anymore. Like the song. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean delete it from our file. You know, but I don't want to play that anymore. I mean, I'm serious. No, I'm just serious. All right, let's go to line number 5. Kim is there. Oh, no. Kim, I just see what it says next to your name. I don't want to play it anymore, Kim.
Well, you should.
No, Kim. We've heard it enough.
But you're not embarrassing her.
Kim?
But I feel it was her people that decided to take her heroin act international.
No, you don't know that, Kim. Stop it.
But they let her do it.
Go ahead and do your shout-outs.
Huh?
You want a shout-out?
No.
Okay. Thanks for listening, Kim.
No problem.
Bye-bye. Line number 6 is Anthony. Anthony?
Yes.
We're not playing it anymore.
No, I don't want you to play it, actually. I wanted to ask you, like, do you got, like, a personal vendetta against her or something like that?
No.
Nah, because last year she was performing at that award show. She looked good. She was sounding good. Wasn't nobody playing it. You know, you was just like, oh, that was nice, and that was it. But it seemed like it's just like you keep kicking her when she's down.
Well, I actually have somebody who's really good at getting sound bites now. I didn't have that last year, and so if I was able to get that one at the time, I would have played it.
But I mean, you say J-Lo don't do no wrong, Mariah don't do no wrong.
Of course they do.
You know what I mean? Mary, there's a lot of people that came through drug problems. You know what I mean? Just give her time to get herself together. I mean, it's like, it's crazy because a lot of people is calling in like, yeah, play. It's like we love, love the drama.
I'm not doing it anymore, but I got to go because I got a few really good faxes to get to, okay?
I no doubt.
Thanks, Aunt. Bye-bye. One more because I don't want to hang up on Kim on line number 2. One more.
No, she hung up.
Okay, Kim hung up. Okay, great. Now let's get to this. So you ready for this? Dear Wendy, I'm a woman of a certain age, and I think I'm becoming a pervert. All I think about is how I can get my gutter butt freak on 24 hours, 7 days a week. When I'm at work, all I do during break is think about who I'm doing tonight, and how I'm going to do them. It's consuming my brain, and I want to have as many partners as possible. One man is no longer enough. What am I going through, Wendy? And what can I do about myself? Signed, Crazy in Lust. Yeah, you know what? You're hitting that point. You know, or you're still in the zone. Women, we have a long point of peak. And so you're at your peak. Unfortunately, you're at your peak during a very nasty time to be continually... Was that everything okay? Oh, Dr. Ian. Dr. Ian, are you still listening?
He's on hold.
Oh, put him on the phone. Dr. Ian, it's so interesting that you call. You're on the radio.
Hey, what's up, Wendy?
Hey, doctor, you know what? I got a fax today from somebody, and he said, wow, that makes sense. Have you guys ever gone for the gusto and tried to get like Aretha Franklin on Celebrity Fit Club? And I forgot the other person that they mentioned.
I wish we could get Aretha Franklin. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be good, though? But, you know, Aretha doesn't like to fly, though.
That's true.
Right, and so we film every other weekend in L.A., so everyone has to fly there unless they live in L.A.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But maybe we could use your clout to get some people to come on.
Well, I don't have any clout. I just finished my paperwork with VH1, so I'm back in the family. It's official.
Oh, see, your family now.
Yes.
You know, Wendy, this is the first time I'm in my car. I'm actually getting ready to drive by the building, and I'm like listening to your show. Your show is really good. I'm serious.
Oh, well, thank you, Ian.
Like, you can't help it. Like, you like to listen to it. Like, it's just like chill out, listening, and topics, and like, I'm loving this.
Well, thank you, Ian.
So, I just wanted to give you a little shout out.
Well, thank you. And get off the phone because I have something to tell you through the radio.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
Okay, listen to this. Dear Wendy, my dad is 79 years old and still smokes pot.
Hey.
I've tried it back in the day and didn't like it and ended the cycle. My 22-year-old used to smell it when my dad would lock himself in the bathroom. I recalled him saying one day when he was about 7 or 8, there's that smell again. My parents helped me with babysitting while I worked, and I didn't want to tell my dad what to do in his own house. He was always a provider and retired from 2 jobs. His pot smoking didn't affect us. We are all law-abiding adults. That's from Elisa. She just wanted to share. Her father's 79 and still chiefing.
Hey.
Wow. Wow. That's something, right? Did we talk already? I think that this is a great idea. Terrence Howard to play Joe Lewis and Rick James. I'm sure he will make himself the look. So I'm not even worried. You know, Hollywood makeup does wonders. I don't know that much about Joe Lewis, the boxer. If you tell me that he had, a bunch of wives and a bunch of kids, all of a sudden I'm more interested. The whole bit about, the boxing part of it is very boring. I mean, did one of his baby's mothers throw grits on him or something? Anyway, a potentially interesting story, I guess. But Rick James, I don't care who plays him. I just need that story to be on the big screen. I need that immediately. They could get Paris Hilton to play him. I just need to see that story. I do. The Red Hot Chili Peppers are negotiating with Kanye West to headline his summer tour. Is anybody still on the phone? Do we have Terrence on line number 3?
No, he's not.
Oh, Terrence. Terrence wanted to talk about the training from the real world.
1417.
Okay, so we'll take number 1. That's Mio. Mio, hi.
Hi, Wendy. How you doing?
Good. I'm sorry that I kept you on hold for a moment, but you want to comment about the twin sisters?
Yes. I have 2 sisters of my own, and what I would do if I was very serious, vouch for me and basically say that she was the one doing all the wrongdoing. That's what I would definitely do.
Yeah, but if she comes off crazy and maybe teeth are knocked out and stuff like that, then all of a sudden the people at work are going to be turned off to hire the good twin because the bad twin. See, when you see twins, if you see one that has fallen from grace and you see one that's really good, you know that the one that's good has potential, like a mug, to become bad and steal from you. You're a twin and your twin stole from you? Well, that means that You're only 1 degree of separation from the gene to steal from me as the employer.
I would be so hurt if I were her. That's why
Yeah.
I was like, I need to call and give her some advice because that's just horrible.
Yeah.
We love you, Wendy.
Thank you, Mio.
Have a good night.
Take care. Bye-bye. All right, you said line number 4, so Josh is there. He's 15. Hi, Josh.
Hi, Wendy.
Well, oh, he did it like I will always love you. He said, hi, Wendy. Damn you, Josh. Welcome to the Miss Wendy Show.
How are you? Oh, my gosh.
I'm doing well, Josh. How are you?
I'm good. Oh, I feel so bad.
Now, you give me a WTF about the tranny teacher that I talked about earlier.
Yeah, I was like, oh, my goodness. And I'm like, ew, 71 years old? I mean, ew, why would you want to trade? I mean, everything's already sagging already. I mean, really. It's nasty. Oh.
Josh, you're 15. To a 15-year-old, 71 is so far away. Depending on how she is taking care of himself, 71, and I'm sure Dr. Ian is nodding, could be very well part of the prime of her life. Josh, you're so silly.
Oh, please. No, I hear what you're saying now.
But back to MTV, The Real World. So you're of the age to watch The Real World. Do you know when? Do you know when it starts? The new episode?
Oh, the new episode already started.
Have you met the tranny in your head?
Oh, no, this one is the Key West.
Okay.
'Cause what they do is while they're airing one show, they tape another.
Okay.
Yeah, as like a distraction method.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm excited, though.
Wow.
In Atlanta, oh, my gosh, things are going to get pumping off. Hey, get crunk, get low, hello. But you're going to say, oh, hey, say what?
Goodbye, Josh.
No, Wendy, but Mariah's going to be on Barbara Walters tonight.
I know.
I'm so excited. You know what? That would have been money well spent had they had Mariah.
Yeah, well, I have to go to the comedy club tonight, so I'm not going to see it. But
I will fill you in. Hello.
Exactly. Thank you. Bye, Josh.
Bye.
Greg is on line number 2. He's 58. He's in Newark, and he's angry about allowing the football players to talk about gay people. Greg?
Yes, Wendy.
Please do tell what in what speak. Oh, you mean the brothers from yesterday, the Jones brothers?
Brothers from yesterday, right? You were showing all this love to Roy Simmons this month, and telling them, giving them support and all. Then these 2 Neanderthals came on yesterday and talked about, well, it's a man's sport. Well, evidently Roy was playing it, and we'll take care of them either in the locker room, out of the locker room, wherever we got to take care of it. You didn't reprimand them or nothing.
Do you want to know what?
Why?
What do you mean? Why I didn't reprimand it?
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to let things just. They say it. Can I tell you something, Greg?
Yeah.
I thought it wild in my head. I expected phone calls, faxes, and emails afterwards. You are the first person.
Well, let me tell you, you're not saying nothing said so much. Because that kind of behavior is what got that kid killed in Wyoming 3 years ago.
Well, you want to know what? Unfortunately, that kind of behavior is more prevalent in sports than not. And that is very, very unfortunate, but it's true.
And you know what? I'm white, but I'm very acculturated to African Americans.
Uh-huh.
And let me tell you, with the black community, homosexuality is a big elephant sitting right in the living room that nobody wants to see.
I agree.
That's why all these guys are on the DL, and they feel bad about themselves.
I agree.
I'm 58. I didn't come out till 15 years ago because I hated myself. And these young kids, they need heroes. Maybe they need football heroes.
Well, so who'd you come out to first?
I came out to just about everybody, but I wasn't very active. I'm still not very active. But I'm active conscientious-wise.
Right. Yeah.
My consciousness.
Yeah.
And things like that just bother me so much. And it bothers me so much with the black community. Particularly, that book that came out about how the church has repressed black people all these years?
Well, I don't need a book for that. I mean,
it stopped them from intellectuality and a lot of other avenues they could have gone intellectually.
Yes.
And this homosexuality thing, they got to get over this because it's there.
You're right.
And that's why these guys are bringing the diseases home and everything else.
You're right.
But I was really disappointed in you. I thought you would have said something. I think you were all hung up on how good looking they were.
No, not really. I mean, they were good looking, and don't get me wrong. The Jones brothers are very, very good looking. But, and however, I am very, very taken, and I'm not up here in the studio on the host role. Anyway, my car is running. Gas is very expensive. I must go.
Okay.
Greg,
thank you.
Thank you for calling.
On the radio right now?
Yes, and thank you for calling. And I'll take the anger. I'll take the listeners how I can get them.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome, Greg. Bye-bye. Elisa's in L.A. She's on line number 6. Elisa, I can't. Elisa?
Hello?
I have to go. I can't entertain any conversation.
Oh.
Vaughn is up next with the Quiet Storm. I can't. The bosses, they're all over me.
All right, Wendy. Well, I'll call back next tomorrow.
Thank you, Alicia.
Oh, you're welcome, Wendy. Love you.
Take care. Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
And that was the last person on hold, I believe.
No, you have one more person.
Oh, okay. Hello?
Hey.
What line is this?
7.
This is line. Okay, they don't have a name on you. What's your name?
John.
Hi, John.
Hey, Wendy.
Yes, John.
How you doing?
How you doing?
All right.
Have a nice night, John.
Look, can I shout out to...
To who?
Oh, can I shout out to William and to Sean and to Cameron in D.C.?
You just did it on the radio. Bye, John.
And come to Atlanta.
Well, one day, perhaps, I'll get my radio program there.
Okay, what do I need to do to pull it through?
Protest.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I want to meet you when I come to NY.
Well, okay. I'm at 3 Park Avenue.
Okay.
That happens all the time. People come by the radio station. I'm like part of the walking tour.
I ain't going to get beat up that one.
No. You come up, I'll give you a Wendy Williams prize package. People do it all the time. People from out of town, they come to New York. There's the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty. Let's go over to the Smithsonian. And here's the Wendy Williams building. Let's go up and say how you doing.
Well,
and they do.
You number 1 when I come.
Well, thank you. I have to go.
I love you.
I love you. I love you all, too, for listening today.
How you doing?
For those of you all that I see at the Laugh Factory tonight, we're going to have a fabulous time. We always do. Doors open up at 8. Comedy starts at 9. And Vaughn's up next with the Quiet Storm. Charmaine's in for Vaughn on 107.5 WBLS. Bye-bye.
The Wendy Williams broadcast day has completed.
Oh, man.
And WBLS music starts next.